I'm Mario Bobino. Welcome to a special KDOL TV 13 Sports presentation. We're here today at the Silver Bowl, the 2001 Silver Bowl. I'm joined today with Bip Roberts. How's it going, Bip?
All right, Mario. Just happy to be here.
Well, Bip, you do something now with Fox. Let my viewing audience know real quick before we kick off this Silver Bowl, the live broadcast. Not the live broadcast, but the broadcast of it today.
Well,
What do you
just do some work with Fox Giants pregame right now, and just trying to come back to the community, give a little back. This is my first time doing a football game, so it's a new experience for me.
Yeah, trying to give back to the community. I'd like to thank you for coming out and helping us, and you're a Fox baseball analyst. Is that correct?
That's what I do right now.
Well, we're here for the 2001 Silver Bowl, Bip, Skyline versus McClymonds. What's your take on today's game?
Well, having, I'm an alumni of Skyline, of course, so my heart is with Skyline, but, we came to that McClymonds Skyline game the first time, and we saw McClymonds put it on Skyline, so I think right now McClymonds is the favorite up until Skyline shows something different. Skyline
does have a 10-1 record. No, McClymonds has a 10-1 record. Skyline has a 7-2 record. So therefore, McClymonds did win the OAL, but today is the Silver Bowl. So therefore, if Skyline wins, it's an upset. So Max is supposed to win today.
Well, if you go by last game, Max is supposed to win, but today is a new day. I'm sure both teams are ready to go, and looking forward to an exciting ball game.
So like I said, Bip's going to help you do the whole game today, play by play. We're going to analyze the whole game, talk about these players' statistics, just a number of good things about these players right here. Now we would like to pan the camera around to each team, so therefore we can talk about the certain players on here, certain teams. Starting off with, I guess we'll start off with Skyline. We're talking about some of the players, Bip. Who are some of the threats for Skyline? Now, we know Coach Beam, for one, is going to go back and do his homework on that loss. So, therefore, Coach Beam is very excellent. Him and Coach Cook, the defensive coordinator, they did their homework and they're ready for McClymonds.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. McClymonds likes to get the ball to Lario Vito. And when Lario Vito gets the ball, Coach Beam has decided, hey, he's got to stop that cat, because Lario, when he gets the ball, if you don't get him in the backfield, he's going to gain some yardage. And so I think Coach Beam has to have made some adjustments so that he can stop that big cat.
Now let's talk about some of the stars on Skyline. The two running backs, Yonus Davis and big number 44 for the Skyline Titans. These are the players you have to watch out for. They got a good quarterback. They got a good all-around team. They got a good secondary and Limbrick and them guys back there. They got a good offensive line. If anybody who saw the first game, they saw a very, Skyline had a few fumbles. And that, McClymonds was able to capitalize on that. Well, Skyline does have some weapons.
You're right, and I believe that Skyline starts with Marcus Anderson, the senior lineman, and Jabari Sharp, Skyline Jr. And then they open the holes up for guys like Yonus Davis, and they'll allow the offense to control the ball. And when you control the ball, you eat up the clock. And anytime you can keep the ball longer than your opponent, chances are you're going to win.
So you're saying that Skyline got to keep the ball a lot today for them to control this game?
I really believe so, because McClymonds has an offense that is just explosive. When you look back at the quarterback with McClymonds, I mean, he's really done well. DeMonte Johnson, he's a senior. He has a strong arm. He's real athletic back there. And, with him, along with Lario and the big wide receiver they have, what's that kid's name?
Kid from McClymonds?
Yeah.
That's David Gray.
David Gray. I mean, they have some formidable challenges for the Skyline Titans today.
Right. Now, Skyline, now let's talk about McClymonds. Now, let's talk about who McClymonds has. Coach Alonzo Carter, this is his first, this is his first year winning the OAL championship outright. He's put a lot of time and work and effort into upsetting finally Coach Beam of Skyline. But let's talk about some of his key players. He has a lot of key players on his team. We're talking about the one kid who already got a scholarship to University of Colorado, Tyrone Henderson. He's a defensive back, number 18. Then you got the Vito brothers, number 2 and number 7. You got to look out for them. They got a dangerous quarterback. And the quarterback is not Darnell Henderson. He's also a running back.
DeMonte Johnson.
Yeah, DeMonte Johnson is a very good quarterback from McClymonds, who's a transfer. And then, hey, you got the Vito brothers as well. So it's going to be one good game. Both teams led their leagues or their divisions in reference to rushing offense and rushing defense.
Well, when you start talking about rushing, you have to look at Lario Vito. He rushed for 1,524 yards in 10 games and scored over 20 touchdowns. So he is a big key to ball control for McClymonds and keeping the ball away from Skyline.
And Skyline won the toss there, Bips. We get ready to kick this game off. So we just going to stay right here and keep talking about statistics and who we think is going to win this game today. Now, it's a very big, important game for both teams today. Like I said, McClymonds really wants to win. McClymonds really wants to win because they want to show Skyline like they're no longer a pushover in the OAL. Skyline has dominated the OAL for many, many years, and now it kind of gives it a nice little rivalry for them finally to be upset.
Well, when you look at team defense, McClymonds is at the top of the league in the final A and G leaders category, and Skyline is literally at the bottom when it comes to the top 10. So, you know, McClymonds, they have a great defense. I believe they're favored to win this ball game.
And for those of you viewers just now tuning in, you're hearing the voice of Bip Roberts and Mario Bobino. We're televising the Silver Bowl 2001 season. Mac outright won the OAL. So Skyline is the runner-up this year. And now we're going to see if they can go on and just take everything with them in reference to the Silver Bowl. You know, I had a chance to talk to Beam after that loss, and he says, you know what, they were predicted to win, at the beginning of the season anyway. So he felt his team could have won, but because they had some mistakes, that cost them. But then on the other hand, McClymonds feel that they didn't play their best game of the season either on that particular day. They felt that they made some mistakes as well, so.
Well, this is a game that has been much anticipated for the last year. I mean, ever since the Vital brothers went to McClymonds, you could hear the rumbles around Oakland that McClymonds was going to challenge Skyline. And, you know, just being a native of Oakland and knowing a lot of kids around the area, you know, McClymonds was up for this challenge. I think it was a matter of Skyline, who was the defending champion. And by rightly so, you have to take it away from Skyline. But I think that the consensus went to Mac, and the power shifted when the Vital brothers left Fremont and went to McClymonds.
That's a true statement right there. I tell you, that guy, you gotta look out for Skyline. I like Skyline's running back, so I like Max too, but Skyline got some good, you know. Oh, but you know what? I forgot to say, Skyline's a rebuilding team. It's a rebuilding year.
Well, they may be a rebuilding team, but anytime you can get to the Silver Bowl, and, you know, that's after having an outstanding season. You don't just have good seasons when you have marginal players, but I think that Coach Beam makes a difference, and when he has players of talent, he's able to put those guys in situations where they can succeed.
True statement right there, Bip Roberts, true statement. Now we're getting ready to kick off the Silver Bowl for the 2001 season. Ending of the 2001 football season, 0-1. And who do we have beat? Skyline, like I said, back deep. Receiving for Skyline will be Yonus Davis and the very dangerous Dwight Elders, the receiver. As back receiving for Skyline. Skyline won the toss and kicking out for McClymonds is a big number 8, who also plays basketball, Keith Vincent. Yonus Davis receives the kickoff. Gets to the right side, tries to take it up the gut, and is brought down immediately at the 25-yard line. So now the game has started. We are now 11 minutes and 55 seconds in the first quarter of the 2001 Silver Bowl.
That was a pretty good run back by Yonus Davis right there. The opening kickoff is so important. You want to make sure that your team has possession if you're the receiving team. Yonus Davis made sure he had the ball. He was able to cut upfield for a few yards, and he was tackled. But he held onto the ball. Skyline takes over 1st and 10.
Under the center is Josh Bush. Gives the ball to his big fullback, Frank Summers, for about a 2-yard gain.
Well, McClymonds' defense was attacking right there. As soon as they saw that Frank had the ball, the linebackers came up, and there was a lot of hitting going on at that point.
Well, you know, both of these teams kind of want each other. Ever since about 3 weeks ago, when McClymonds beat Skyline on their home field, a rivalry has now become. Josh Bush underneath center once again as he goes with the split backs. They give the ball to the running back, number 44. Brandon Coleman, you know, I remember in that first game they had, towards the end of the game, he came in and was playing running back. And when Skyline lost to McClymonds, but he didn't start the game. He came in about like the 4th quarter.
Right there, that was a nice run by Brandon. He was able to go off tackle for about 10, 15 yards right there and give Skyline a 1st down.
So, Bip, how you feeling right now, man?
It's a little different for me. I'm trying to get numbers and names as quick as I can. We just showed up to do this because it's a good thing for the community to show this game, and so we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, so viewers, please bear with us. Gives the ball to center to the big fullback once again. Gets about 3 yards. Frank Summers. About a 3-yard gain. We're looking at 1st down. They have a 1st down. So now it'll be 2nd. Well, they just got a 1st down the previous play before that. So now it's about 2nd and 5.
And if you're Skyline, you want to get 4 or 5 yards on first down. If you're McClymonds, you want to hold them to 2 or 3 yards. So, you know, here's a situation right now where the offense has to be better than the defense.
Here we go, split back. Seems like somebody jumped off sides. The referee didn't call it. So like from up here, gets about 3 yards, went up the gut again. Frank Summers.
That's one of those, Mario, where the running back gets the ball, he gets 2 yards, and then there's a cloud of dust.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now the game is going to be like, it seems like they're playing between the trenches. You know, that's all, running the ball inside the guards. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you watch the game on Sunday, most of the games are won between the hash marks, and it's no different here. Football's the same on every level.
So Skyline's letting Coach Alonzo Carter know, the coach of McClymonds, that we're gonna see how good your defensive lineman is. Straub's back to pass. The tight end is wide open across the middle. Number 92, right down at the 20-yard line. Lyndon Levine, a junior, brought up from junior varsity. See, Bean right now is gonna pull all the tricks out of his hat. It's gonna take McClymonds a minute to adjust. Justin Davis, a senior, the tight end. My bad. That was Justin Davis, not Lyndon Levine.
And you saw Justin Davis come over the middle right there.
That's his nickname, Billy Bob.
That was a nice route by Justin Davis right there.
That was a nice tight end. You want, I would say like a slant post pattern. Tight end pop type pattern. Okay, that was a good play by Skyline Titans. Now somebody jumps offside. You know, right now, like I said, both teams are kind of like still got the jitters. I don't think Skyline has the jitters no more, though.
Well, I believe after that first snap, once the ball was kicked off and the ball's in the air, you have a chance to run downfield and work off some of those jitters. So I think after this first series on both sides, the teams have settled down.
That's true sayings, Bip.
So right now, Skyline comes up to the line, first down and 15 after the penalty. And we'll see from this formation, Skyline runs.
Gives it to Coleman. And McClymonds is all up on him on that time right there. Ilario Vita, you're going to be hearing his name a lot. Here we got 8:56 left in the first quarter. 8:56 left in the first quarter. The score is 0-0. John Bush underneath center. Skyline goes with a weird type of a set formation. Gives the ball to Yonus Davis. Has a sweep screen pass. Yonus Davis up the sideline. He scores. Yonus Davis. He scores. Like a swing pass out the backfield.
Tremendous running by Yonus Davis right there. As he catches that ball in the backfield, he knows that there's only a couple guys in front of him. He makes 2 good juke moves, races towards the sidelines, and makes a great block by Daniel Limbrick.
Yeah. Now, Daniel Limbrick, believe it or not, made that play happen.
Yeah, he did. He set up downfield for Yonus, and Yonus, being a good runner, using his mind as well as his heart, was able to score.
And Skyline goes up on the board first with 8:35 left in the first quarter. Kick is up. Kick is good. As Skyline makes the extra point. George Barragan makes the extra point. George Barragan. Skyline also has a good field goal kicker. I've seen this kid all throughout the season make his field goals, point after touchdowns, PATs. George Barragan.
Well, Mario, just a little bit more about Yonus. As he come off the field right there, you can see he was intense. He didn't really celebrate. He's really not celebrating at this moment. He's really intense right now on trying to finish a job that he's just started.
Yeah, and like I said, he's been a key to their offense all season long. And, you know, Max going to have to watch him throughout the whole game.
Well, Skyline to jump out to an early lead like that gives them momentum. And McClymonds, psyche right now is going to be tested.
That is so true. Back to receive the kick for the Warriors is Rashard Winslow. As he has the upmill, Giannato Vital and Danny Carr also back deep. At Skyline, George Barragan kicks the ball off. As the ball will go to Vital, he takes the kick. Giannato, the junior, stops it, and he stopped real short.
Great play by the Skyline special teams right there. Wow, I mean, to stop him right off the 5-yard line after scoring first is putting McClymonds in a tough situation at this point.
Whoa, we got a game here, y'all. You would never expect for Skyline to come out this strong so fast. It's like a heavyweight boxing match, right? It seems like Mac ain't quite really ready right now.
Well, I tell you, sometimes when you're the underdog, you come out a little more fired up than the favorite. And Skyline being the underdog is fired up right now.
Whoa. Okay, the big receiver, David Gray, is playing today. He's out. Wide left with Jonado Vito in the slot position next to him. As McClymonds comes out in a split backs position. In a what? Weird type of offense. They do the same play that Skyline just did. Gets the ball out to their receiver, Smith. Antoine Smith, who had a good game last week in the playoffs against Castlemont. It's a big game.
And Mario, right off the bat, McClymonds comes out, shows that explosive passing game, picks up 6-7 yards, and shows Skyline that, hey, we have a good offense as well.
You know, that was the same exact play that Skyline did to score on.
Well, in that situation right there, McClymonds wants to show Skyline that we want to spread the field out, open it up so that we can let our superstar, Larry Vito, run the ball.
As Monte Johnson comes back underneath center for the Warriors. Monte Johnson gives the ball to Vito. He takes it up the gut, gets about 3 good yards.
And Mario, this game is going to be won on the lines, in the trenches where most football games are won. Right now it's going to be a test from the first quarter here all the way to the end as to who wants it the most.
Yeah. And it seems like right now that Skyline is definitely stepping up to the challenge, without a doubt. As McClymonds comes out there on the 15-yard line.
Third and five.
Monte Johnson at the center as they come out in the I formation. He calls his cadence. Takes a snap, drops back. Throws a slant pass to David Gray, in and out of the hands of David Gray. And that's their big play receiver, David Gray.
That's a tremendous play by Jermaine Smith right there.
Yeah, this is a big game.
Daniel Limbrick was in on that as well.
He's also a baseball player as well.
And Daniel Limbrick, he's a shortstop for Skyline High School baseball team, and he's just a pretty good athlete.
Yeah. So they showing their athleticism today. Skyline's fired up. I don't know what being told his team, but they are fired up. Back to punt. Lario Vitale. Referee's seen something that we didn't see.
He's down. He caught that ball on one knee.
Oh. So that was the play, huh? Whoa, that was big. Skyline has the momentum right now.
Now, I am not, like I said, this is my first day doing a high school football game, but I do know that if a player touches the ground with one knee, the play is considered dead.
Yes, that is true. Yes, that is true. Whoa, that was a big play. Skyline is pumped as well as juice.
And Mario, in the Silver Bowl, in a game that's full of emotion, Skyline right now has a chance to go up 14-0 in the first quarter in the Silver Bowl, meaning that McClymonds will have dug a hole that is very tough to dig out in a big game like this.
Yeah, but it's only 6:50 left in the first quarter, so it'll be different. It's like in the fourth quarter, but still touchdown by Frank Summers. Touchdown. Touchdown. Whoa, they're ready, boy. They're ready to play.
And Mario, I tell you, and I'm sure that anyone out there can tell you, in a big game, you have to come out and strike first. Skyline has done that. McClymonds right now is going to have to regroup and try to maintain some type of poise until they get it together and score some points.
Yeah. Right now they shocked over there on their sideline. Kick is up by George Bergen, and it is good. The score is now 14-0 with 6:46 left in the first quarter. Whoa.
That's amazing, Mario. A lot of these kids.
And there's a shot of Frank Summers who just scored that touchdown. He's been doing it all year, though.
And he's fired up, too. Kid has good size on him, very powerful running back, down around the goal line. You want to give him the ball because there's a chance he can get 2, 3, 4 yards and maybe even break one.
Well, if you want to see what a good high school fullback looks like, that's the mode of him right there.
Well, you can see right there, he's got a lot of intensity. They really understand the significance of this game, and the Skyline emotion is on that level.
And he was an all-city running back as well. And he's been doing damage all season long. Season long.
As unpredicted, unscripted, Skyline's up 14-0.
With 6:46 left in the first quarter. George Bergen kicks the ball off. Back to receiver will be Jonado Vito again. Gets the ball, takes it on the 5, tries to take it upfield. Doesn't really get too much. He gets out to about the 17-yard line.
Great coverage by Skyline special team once again. And in all phases so far, Skyline is outplaying McClymonds.
You are right. At this time, they are definitely playing them in all phases of the game. Now, McClymonds should have the jitters out of them. Now we should see the real McClymonds coming out in this series right here.
In big games like this, Mario, it's always good to work on a rhythm. You can see from our vantage point that Skyline has great rhythm. McClymonds is trying to figure out their rhythm right now.
Very true. Had to clear my throat with some liquids there, H2O. Monte Johnson back for the pass. Just takes a 2-step drop back, throws a slant pass, but comes up a little short. Trying to get the ball to Anton Smith.
And if you can see back there, Mario, DeMonte slipped. So right now, they're trying to get their footing. So in a situation where one team is faster than the other, but the field is slippery, it makes everything equal.
Right. So the footing is not that great, but hopefully they're going to get it together. Lario Vital breaks it up the gut, does a good spin move. He's juiced, Bip. He's juiced.
And when you have Lario Vital, a.k.a. Red, you're never out of the ball game. As in the first game with Skyline, in the second half, Lario took over and enabled McClymonds to come from behind and beat Skyline the first time.
Yeah, that's true. I think Lario's fired up now. I think he's like, enough is enough. And you know what? He's been played here in the Silver Bowl the past 2 years. So he's a very seasoned veteran in reference to the Silver Bowl in big games.
Well, I tell you another thing. He works extremely hard in the winter. He's really developed his body into a Division I ball player. And so in the second half, he's going to get stronger, and we'll see how the defense reacts then.
That's true. Because I mean, although Skyline is winning with 6:28 left, I'm not saying the game is nowhere near over. McClymonds will make their comeback.
Game's not over. It's a game of momentum, and it's going to switch. You know, McClymonds going to make their run, but at this particular point, they have to get their rhythm.
That's correct. DeMonte Johnson keeps it on some type of an option, gets about 5 good yards. As DeMonte Johnson keeps the ball for the Warriors and picks up about, like I said, about 5 or 6 good yards.
In that situation, the defense has to respect the fact that DeMonte could pitch the ball to Lario Vital, but at that situation, DeMonte decided to cut it up and gain 5 yards.
Yeah. And they're going to need it. I mean, you don't want to continue to give the ball to Ilaria because Skyline's just going to be keying on him the whole time. Ball goes with the gut to Ilaria once again. He gets, I believe, the first down. And John King made the tackle for Skyline. Seems to be in the thick of things. Johnny Bowe made the tackle. That's his nickname, senior, for Skyline.
And Mario, when I look out at the field, I see that McClymonds, I see that black and that orange. And it's just, you know, it's haunting color. So
Halloween color.
Yeah, you know, it's that time of year. So let's see if you get a trick or a treat out here tonight.
That Warriors color, you know. DeMonte Johnson gets the ball to Larry. He goes up the gut once again, and he gets the first down with the guarantee and authority. He is mad.
Oh, no.
He is mad.
He may be mad, but he's strong as well.
Now, Ilario Vital, I believe, led the whole East Bay in touchdowns this past season, the whole East Bay.
I believe he had about 26 touchdowns.
29.
29 touchdowns.
Yes, 29 touchdowns up until this moment right here. 29 touchdowns.
He's had what you would call an All-American type season.
Definitely. He gained over 1,500 yards on the ground this season for the Warriors, as well as 29 touchdowns on the season.
He's a Division I ball player.
Get the ball to Ilario once again. He tries to bounce to the outside. Nowhere to go. And as Jermaine Smith comes up and makes the tackle.
When you know it, as soon as you say something like that, defense comes up and make a great play.
Yeah, that was a great play by big number 90. By big Jermaine Smith. Big play, big play, big play.
It's that good old OAL football.
And we're here in the first quarter with Skyline with the 14-0 lead with 4:02 left in the first quarter. DeMonte Johnson in the center. Skyline comes out in the I formation. DeMonte Johnson drops back, pitches the ball out to Ilario Vital. He gets to the outside. turns it upfield, and I believe he's close to the first down, as it was 2nd and 13.
And McClymonds methodically marching right up the field, marching right down into that red zone. And most of the time when McClymonds gets in the red zone, they put the ball in the end zone.
They usually score. But, you know, they're doing a good job right now in reference to keeping the ball and driving up on Skyline, letting Skyline know, like, hey, look, man, we know y'all up 14-0, but, hey, it ain't going to be that easy.
Well, yeah, you're right. They're establishing an MO right now.
Right.
It's about letting Skyline know that we can run the ball on you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Yeah. They're letting them know it right now. Get the ball in I formation again to Lario Vital. He takes it up the gut, and I believe he has the first down, as all he needed was 6 yards, and I believe he got 7.
And Mario, with that run, you could see Mac's bench erupted with emotion.
Yeah.
I think they decided it's time.
Yeah. And now the referees call a timeout. They want to check the measurement and see if they have a first down. So it seems like the offensive set for McClymonds is the I formation.
Mark, it seems like this game is starting off like the last game. Skyline jumping out to a 14-0 lead, commanding lead. McClymonds methodically gets stronger as the game goes on, makes the right plays, the right calls. And before you know it, the fourth quarter, you have a nail biter.
Yes, you do. And they did get the first down as they're on the 29-yard line with 2:47 left in the first quarter. The Skyline winning 14-0. DeMonte Johnson under center. Gives the ball, and there is a flag.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Procedure penalty out on the receiver, number 19.
Now, Bip, have you been noticing, or have you viewers been noticing, how we have a lot of players from both teams going both ways? You got Frank Summers. Yeah, you got Frank Summers who scored the touchdown. I think he's playing nose guard, man. He's playing nose guard right now, so you viewers, he's playing nose guard as well. James Turner is another one that's playing both ways. These guys are like changing. One of these guys are changing jersey numbers, going back in the fourth. I'm gonna let you know who that player is. But for McClymonds, you got Lario Vital and Jonado Vital going both ways. So we're gonna see as the game goes on if any of these guys get worn down.
Well, I'll tell you, this game here, Mario, I don't think any of these guys are gonna get worn down. There's some young cats out there with a lot of energy. They know what's on the line, and
last game of their football high school career as well. For a lot of these guys, some of these guys are going to play in an all-star game. Ball's given to Lario Vital. He tries to get to the outside. He is brought down immediately for a loss by.
And you see right there with Skyline's defense.
LaDon Levine.
Skyline had a lot of guys after the ball that time, and in order to stop Lario, you're going to have a lot of guys on him.
He also, the guy who just made the tackle, he also runs track for Skyline, so look out for him. Also a trackster. You got a lot of guys out there playing that shoot hoop, baseball, just play all the sports.
Well, that's a tribute to the OAL, and these guys been good student athletes.
1:46 remaining in the first quarter of the 2001 Silver Bowl. DeMonte Johnson underneath the center, drops back for a second pass of the game. He's going to go up top for Antoine Smith. Can't quite get there, but he was open. Kyle Williams on the coverage. And he also runs track, the defensive back for Skyline, Kyle Williams.
DeMonte Johnson has a gun.
Yes, he does.
Kid has a tremendous arm.
But, I mean, if he would have held back a little bit, he probably would have connected.
Well, he was overthrown. But I tell you, he has a tremendous arm. He is a big-time prospect. He's got great size of 6'2", 200 feet. You know, he can play quarterback or linebacker, so that means that he is a gifted athlete.
Definitely. As here we now are 3rd and 18. The ball's on the 38-yard line with DeMonte Johnson under center as as McClymonds comes out in the I formation. DeMonte Johnson drops back again. He wants to throw the ball in the field. He throws the ball to the corner, finds his receiver, the ball in and out of the hands of Antoine Smith. Would have had a first down if he would have caught the pass.
And in that situation, Mario, DeMonte dropped back, looked at both of his receivers, and picked a receiver that was open. And in that situation, he hit the right guy, just in the wrong place.
Yeah, Antoine Smith didn't come with the catch. In and out, hit the shoulder pads. That's why you got to use your hands.
You have to use your hands.
So now it's 4th down, 4th and 18, ball on the 38-yard line. We're here in the first quarter. As McClymonds decides to go for it rather than punt, they say, you know what, we're on the 38-yard line. We think our defense can hold Skyline.
That's a gutty call right now.
DeMonte Johnson under center. Big time call, ball on the 38-yard line with 1:25 left in the first quarter. DeMonte Johnson's back to pass. They do the screen pass. They get the ball to the person they want to get it to, Ilario Vital. Frank Summers had a chest to tackle. Ilario Vital spins out of the tackle by Frank Summers and makes it to the 15-yard line.
Oh, what a heck of a run right there.
Now, big players make big plays. Now, Frank Summers is a big player. Big-time fullback. He had Ilario stopped in his tracks. Ilario Vital spent out of the tackle and picked up 20 more yards.
Well, Mario, sometimes the nose guard may be the strongest guy on his team, but when you run up against a guy like Ilario Vital, he may be the strongest guy on his team.
Does he want to play today or what? He gets the ball to the 14-yard line.
In that situation, Ilario wins out.
He went out big, boy. I bet you, boy. Whoa. That was a big play right there. I wish we had instant replay, but we don't. DeMonte Johnson gives the ball to Ilario Vital up the gut, picks up a good, strong 4 to 5 yards as the Warriors continue to march down the field with 37 seconds left in the first quarter.
You know, right now, Mario, I think both teams are comfortable. And I think right now, Skyline from the sidelines, they're watching McClymonds' high-powered offense get on track. And I don't think they like what they see.
Yeah. Well, it seems like right now, like I said, you know, it seems like McClymonds didn't come out really fired up. But now I think they got the adrenaline going inside their systems. And, hey, they're here to play ball.
Be a good ball game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Skyline just got that, you know, they jumped out on them. DeMonte Johnson in the center, second down. Ball on the 9-yard line, 2nd and 5. So McClymonds can't pick up a first down. They can't pick up a first down. DeMonte Johnson, quarterback sneak, up the gut, touchdown.
Tremendous play.
Now, big play. That was a big play. That was a big call.
Great keeper by DeMonte Johnson.
See, the offensive coordinator for McClymonds Warriors, that was a great call.
Great athletic ability by DeMonte Johnson right there. He was untouched.
Untouched, but that was a great call because for whatever reason, Skyline thought they was going to do something different. He took it up. You know, the first game he did that a lot as well.
Well, see, and that's the same thing, the same scenario right now. Skyline jumped out to a big lead. McClymonds right now has the momentum. You can see now that they're relaxed. They finally got into their game.
It's deja vu out here as we come to the end of the quarter with the score of 14-6 at the beginning of the second quarter. The PAT is good, made by Vital as he makes it. Well, I guess time had expired at the end of the quarter. So now, as we come to the beginning of the second quarter, we now have a 7-14 lead. 7-14 lead. And we'll be back. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back, folks. Okay, viewers, we're back. Beginning of the second quarter, where Skyline on the 14-7 lead. This is Mario Bobino being helped out today by Bip Roberts, a TV baseball analyst for Fox Sports. What's up, Bip?
I'm doing football for the first day and enjoying it.
Summers gets the ball, takes it up the gut, hard runner, spins to the outside. Looks like he wanted some more. He's waiting for somebody to run a bomb.
Tough kid, tough kid.
Real tough kid. 11:52 left in the second quarter of the 2001 Silver Bowl. Skyline has outright won this Silver Bowl like every single year besides, I know Oakland High's won it 3 times. McClymonds won it in 87. Besides that, it's always been Skyline.
The Skyline's the defending champion right now, and McClymonds, having beaten Skyline the first time, is trying to take that away from Skyline.
Josh Bush gives the ball to Coleman. Coleman gets to the outside. Gets no yardage. Gets no yardage.
And you see right there, McClymonds was gang tackling right there. As Brandon was dancing in the backfield, McClymonds was in trying to make that tackle.
Yes, very true. No yards picked up. 2nd and 10, ball on the 30-yard line. 11:31 remaining in the second quarter.
Summers checks back in.
Seems like McClymonds is ready to play some football now. So are you viewers ready for some football? John Bush underneath center, takes the ball back. Gets the ball to Yonus Davis. He picks about 5 yards. No yards gained.
That tackle was made by Antoine Smith right there.
Tackle was made by Antoine Smith from the Warriors.
Skyline right now is in a 3rd and 9 situation, having let McClymonds score in a situation right now where McClymonds could take the momentum and possibly have it through the rest of the first half.
Somebody jumped offside. I hope you viewers are enjoying this tape delayed Silver Bowl championships a while. You know, day after Turkey Day, everybody's feeling good. So hopefully right now everybody's kicking back. They done saw the game for the day, and they're watching themselves on TV now, kicking back, enjoying themselves on a Friday evening.
Well, I guess by the time they see this, they will be kicking back on a Friday evening.
You know, having that some very good, excellent leftovers. John Bush on the center, throws a slant pass. Limbrick made one incredible catch.
Now that's a highlight catch right there.
Limbrick came in with the big catch right there.
Not only does he have hands as a shortstop, he has great hands as a wide receiver right there.
Yes, evident.
Tremendous
First down.
by Daniel
First
Limbrick.
down. Daniel, he caught the pass over Daniel Carr, which is a very good defensive back for the McClymonds Warriors. Oh, that was okay.
That was a tremendous catch right there by Daniel Limbrick.
Yes. I mean, he went up and got it. I mean, the pass was not thrown really all that good, but he went up and got that.
3rd and 9.
Yes, 3rd and 9, yeah.
It's a great catch.
And then he used his hands.
Great catch.
Used his hands, not his body. Bush underneath center, pitches the ball to Yonus Davis. He gets the ball to the outside, cuts out, jumps over Pete McClymonds, and gets stuck in the air. As he was brought down immediately by Alverston Monston.
Yeah, that was one of those woo hits.
Yes.
That's our first woo hit of the night.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis want to jump no more. I don't think he'll be jumping no more today for today's game.
I think he may want to keep his feet on the ground unless he have to.
9:37 remaining in the second quarter. The 2001 Silver Bowl being played today at Laney College on a not so bad day. It's football type of weather.
Football type of weather. It's good for the guys on the field. Keep them cool out
there.
there.
Yeah, definitely. A little nippy, not too nippy, but it's a little nippy out. Bush gives the ball to his fullback Summers, picks up about a good 5 yards, has about 2 yards to go to get the first.
And once again, gang tackle by the Warriors.
As we're with 9:05 left. 9:05 left.
They have some guys on that defense who have some good size, good athletic ability, and future Division I players if they continue to grow as student athletes, and that'll be a vital part of their maturity process as they get older.
So like somebody jumped off sides, they got the first down.
So in that situation, looked like Skyline wasn't set, or maybe they went on a quick snap, but they were able to catch McClymonds off balance.
Had to pick up the first down. First down. 8:37 remaining in the second quarter. Skyline's up 14-7. Mario Bobino being assisted today by Bip Roberts, a Fox baseball analyst, a baseball analyst for Fox Sports. 14-7. Looks like we got a nice crowd here today, huh, Bip?
Mario, yeah. I mean, we're here at Laney College, and it's sold out. It's pretty much standing room only at this point.
And there's still a lot of people still trying to get in. Bush underneath center, drops back, tries to do a bootleg, does not fool nobody, loses 12 yards.
Great defense right there by the McClymonds Warriors.
Brought down by Darius Gooden. Darius Gooden was not fooled coming from the defensive end position.
Put a lot of pressure on Josh Bush right there, and he was unable to elude the pressure and was sacked for a big loss.
That was a big play by McClymonds right there because Skyline had some momentum going for him, but then plot out. Here comes the Warriors and shut him down. Big play with 7:44 remaining in the second quarter. Skyline up 14-7. So it looks like Skyline's coming with some crazy play right now, and it's going to be a reverse. Oh, nothing. Eric Davis stopped in his tracks. Look who was there waiting once again. Darius Gooden.
And a flag comes in late.
Back-to-back plays by the McClymonds Warriors. That was a reverse that got nowhere.
It was holding on Skyline as well.
Whoa. So far, the momentum has changed slightly.
Well, now it's a matter of field position right now. Skyline takes this penalty and moves them back to the 20-yard line. So they're on 20-yard line. So in this situation, You want to keep from making mistakes that could hurt you towards the end of the half.
And you know what, Bip? It seems like a lot. We went to the first game that was played about 3 weeks ago in November, I believe November the 18th, and it seems like the same type of thing that happened in that game is happening with this game. Skyline jumped out to a 14-0 lead, was doing damn near anything, was doing a lot of good things, but then now, the momentum's starting to change.
And you can see the athletic ability of McClymonds and that defense that they're the #1 in the East Bay for having. I mean, you can see right now these guys are playing at a high level.
Definitely. With 6:51 remaining in the second quarter of the 2001 Silver Bowl, McClymonds won the OAL championship, but to put the icing on the cake, they have to win the Silver Bowl, which is what Skyline's been doing for the past 7 years.
So right now, McClymonds is trying to knock off the defending champion and to establish something that McClymonds hasn't, and that's to win the OAL outright and then win the Silver Bowl.
Because that now gives them bragging rights. That means coming into next season, Skyline has to gun for McClymonds, because the trophy or the Silver Bowl will be sitting in West Oakland. And you know, it's very important for Coach Alonzo Carter to bring the Silver Bowl to West Oakland. He wants to really establish West Oakland as a place not to run from. It seems like the Skyline player went off sides again, Bill. They was going in the passing situation, and the offensive lineman jumped up. The penalty is going to be against the Titans.
And once again, Skyline puts himself deeper in the hole, allowing McClymonds, upon a punt here, to get great field position.
Now, what were we looking at? We're looking at 3rd and 28.
3rd and 28.
The ball, woo! 3rd and 28 right now. Skyline seems like, what's 3rd? They got to pass. And I knew it. Bush passes back to drop, throw the pass, throws the ball over to the sideline, gets the ball to Eric Davis. Eric Davis tried to take it up. Good move. Nice catch, but he didn't pick up the first down.
Gives him a chance to punt the ball in better field position.
You know, nice catch, good move, but he came up short. Now Skyline will have to punt. Beam is really upset right now. He says lack of desire right now is Beam's words to his team. Lack of desire. They got to get together. Back to punt. Another flag comes into play, and the ball is punted. And Danny Carr tries to pick the ball up, spins off somebody, and is brought down immediately. That was Rashad Winslow back to return the punt. But we have a flag back at the 22-yard line. Got a flag right there. And what is the flag going to be? It's hard to say at this time. We're going to wait for the referees to let us know. And it's against Skyline, Bip, so things aren't looking that good right now for Skyline. It seems like they're picking up a lot of penalties right now. We're only 6 minutes and 15 seconds into the second quarter, but they are really piling up on penalties.
Well, you wonder, Mario, Skyline come out in the first quarter and get 14 quick points. You wonder if after that the momentum or the intensity they had just went to a low level. So I think they're going to have to regroup, get that intensity level that they had earlier in the game and try to match McClymonds, or else it's going to be a long day. Yeah,
long day for Skyline, as they will repunt the ball once again with 6:15 left in the second quarter, as they have a 14-7 lead over McClymonds. Back to punt the ball for the Titans is Justin Davis, a senior. Gets the ball, puts up a fairly decent punt. The ball will take a pounce as Danny Carr gets the ball, tries to get it out to the outside, still on his feet, and he is brought down. Seems like he did more running east to west than he did north and south. Charles Brown Jr. made the tackle, ran him down from the side.
And Jermaine Smith was in on that tackle. But at the moment, another holding call against Skyline.
So I think they may kick it again. Now Skyline is really seems to be really unfocusing themselves with this game.
And from our vantage point, we can hear Coach Beam screaming.
Way up here.
Is there any reason for us to keep messing this up?
Yes.
And as we sit here and watch, we ask the same question.
As they will now punt for the third time. And each time, McClymonds seems to get better field position.
We get closer and closer.
Exactly.
The 50-yard line.
Exactly. Justin Davis back to punt the ball once again. Bad snap, gets the ball out. The ball will bounce.
And Skyline catches a break on the punt.
Yes, as the ball went to the 40-yard line. 42-yard line. 5:34 remaining. Scores 14-7. Skyline on top. It's Mario Bobino being assisted by Bip Roberts. Day after Thanksgiving, we're here for the Silver Bowl. The 2001 Silver Bowl, which I believe this is the 22nd Silver Bowl ever being played. Well, no, actually, it's the 21st. It's the 21st Silver Bowl ever being played. Started in 1980, but they missed a year. Jerome Poole on the tackle there. Jerron on the tackle.
And once again, Mark, we can hear Coach Beam urge his team to get out there and play hard. He says they're not driving off the line. And
Yeah.
McClymonds right now is controlling that line,
That's so true.
I think McClymonds has a lot to do with that.
Yes. Well, like you said, the game's going to be one between the trenches, between the hash marks, and at first Skyline had that momentum, but it seems like Mac done muscled up.
Well, it's turned into a good ball game. And,
Very good ball game.
After the butterflies have worn off, football game begins.
Lario Vital just about 3 good yards. And John King on the tackle. 4:43 remaining in the second quarter with Skyline up 14-7.
And Mario, so far it's a good chess match right now.
Yeah, very good chess match. You know, it's kind of like, chess. Very hard and difficult game to play. You got Alonzo Carter against John Bean.
Well, those are two extremely good players, if you want to use the analogy of chess. And I think the guy who has his king standing at the end, quite naturally, is the winner.
Yeah, good game. The sun seems to be coming out a little bit. Lario Vital up the gut, picks up the first down as he was chopped down by Dwight Elders.
And you can see Lario's getting his rhythm. He's starting to get hot. He's made some pretty good runs in the last 10 minutes of this ball game, and I think he's starting to feel a lot stronger.
Well, the first time they played, he only picked up something like 20-something yards on like about 12 carries. He's already got them yards plus some already. So
He's picking up in the first half that last time.
No, the whole game. He ended up with 40-something yards. As of now, he's already surpassed that. The ball is pitched out to Lario Vital once again. He uses the speed, gets to the outside, stiff arms Dwight Elders, and picks up about 3 more yards and picks up the first down. Good run by Lario Vital. With 3:40 left in the second quarter, with Skyline winning 14-7, as the ball has now gone to the 45-yard line.
Mario, if my memory mistakes me, I thought Lario had about 142 that game.
No. They shut him down.
3 touchdowns.
He did have 3 touchdowns, but he only had 40-something yards.
He sure had some great runs that day, so maybe you're right.
No, they was even talking about that in today's article. How they shut him down. That's why he said he didn't have the best game in the world. Monte Johnson gets the ball to Lario Vital as he stopped in his tracks.
Oh, that's good hard defense right there by the Skyline Titans.
Yeah.
He didn't allow Lario to get started that time.
Yeah, he sure didn't. Stiffed him right as soon as he got the ball, stiffed him. Yeah, it was 28 carries for like 40-something. I just got word from a, reliable statistic.
It just seems like, he was such an impact player in that second half.
Three touchdowns.
He was just outstanding.
As DeMonte Johnson's underneath center, the ball on the 33-yard line, 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9, DeMonte Johnson drops back. He wants to throw the ball. He's going to go up top to his receiver, Antoine Smith. Catches the ball. He catches the ball on the 2-yard line. Big catch by Antoine Smith. And I'm happy for the guy because he's the young man that dropped that crucial first down earlier.
Well, I tell you right now, with big DeMonte Johnson in the back quarterbacking, he is that intangible that Skyline I don't really see having.
Yeah.
A strong quarterback with a gifted arm as such.
So that was a good throw by a good quarterback and a good catch by a good receiver. As the ball is now on the 2-yard line, first down McClymonds with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first half of play of the 21st Silver Bowl.
It's a great drive here by McClymonds. A big drive coming to an end in the first half.
Lario Vital coming out of the I formation position, picks up about 1 yard. Good game, Bip. You know, we got 2 minutes left before it's going to be halftime, and more than likely we're going to go into halftime with the score being tied.
Well, McClymonds goes ahead and punches it in, of course, and that sets up the stage for a tremendous second half where mistakes will have to be at a minimum, intensity will have to be at a high, and the team that really wants it the most, they're going to have to earn it.
Yeah, that's so true. We are now with 1 minute and 49 seconds left in the second quarter. With Skyline up with a 7-point lead, 14-7. Mario Bobino being assisted by Bip Roberts. Having fun out here. The sun's starting to come out. For a second, I thought it was going to rain, but the sun's coming out. So this is a real excellent day for some football. You know, the day after Turkey Day, everybody's feeling good. Couldn't think of a better time for some football.
Well, fortunately for all of us out here, it hadn't rained. Because I tell you, the situation we're in right now, any rain and I'm out.
Yeah, we know we're going to lose you, man. We know you're going to lose you. Next time, hopefully next year we can get a booth.
Yeah, let's put it in for a booth next year, man.
Yeah.
With a fruit tray.
What was that? That's the complimentary food card, huh? As we resume play, ball is on the 1-yard line, and 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 with 1:49 remaining. DeMonte Johnson, he's going with the weird trips formation, receivers right. DeMonte Johnson in the center. He tries it again. The quarterback sneak, and he is in for the score. Second touchdown of the game, as the score is now 13-14 with 1:45 left.
Quarterback keeper once again. The athletic DeMonte Johnson scores.
So that's the thing they do. When McClymonds seems to go to that split formation, quarterback seems to draw.
Well, anytime you take Lario and you put him out on the wing, you have to take a linebacker and cover him. So it gives DeMonte Johnson, a tremendously athletic quarterback, more options.
As Lario Vital will make the PAT. Will make an attempt at the PAT, which he's been doing successfully all season long.
This is a big PAT right here.
He could tie the game up. The ball, bad snap. Lario Vital tries to run the ball in, and he is brought down. The holder couldn't hold the snap.
As you can see right there, it was a bad snap that bounced back to the holder.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle it. Therefore, Lario had to try to run with the ball. It's a big mistake right there for the McClymonds Warriors.
Big mistake. As Skyline holds on to a 1-point lead. Let's take a moment out to introduce the referees for today's game. James Long is the referee, and the umpire is Dennis Bennon. And today's doctor of the game, you gotta have a doctor to play, is Adams. Miss Adams is the doctor for today's game, the 21st Silver Bowl. 1:45, 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in the 21st Silver Bowl being played at Laney College. Venden to kick the ball off, and the ball will be taken by Yonus, the dangerous Davis. Takes the ball up the gut, stopped in his tracks immediately.
And you see right there, McClymonds' special team was gang tackling on that right there.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Are you ready for some football? We got some football right here, the 21st Silver Bowl, with 1:33 left in the second quarter. Played at Laney College, with Skyline holding on to a 1-point lead. Bush underneath center, drives back to throw a quick slant pass, and the ball was knocked down immediately by Big 42 for the McClymonds Warriors, Dante Floyd.
Nice play right there.
That was a good knockdown, pass attempt. It was knocked down by Dante Floyd. And there's a timeout right now. A timeout called by the Warriors with 1:28 left remaining in the second quarter.
McClymonds, if it hadn't been for that missed point after attempt, They really dominated the second half,
Yeah, they
the
did.
second quarter.
Skyline dominated the first, and McClymonds dominated the second. And here we go with our good camera work there. It's been a timeout call. You saw the score 14-13, and we'll be back after that. We'll be back. And we're back with 1:28 left in the second quarter of the 21st Silver Bowl. John Bush gives the ball to Coleman. Coleman takes the ball up the gut. Off tackle. Off tackle. 1:18 left. There's another timeout call by McClymonds once again. I guess McClymonds wants the ball back so they can try to do something and try to score again. That's what it seems like.
Well, you have to play the half out. Anytime that you can stop the opponent and keep it second down and 10 with 1:16, you know Coach Carter wants the ball back.
Yeah, and you know they're gonna throw the ball to their big receiver, David Gray, without a doubt.
Well, in this situation, you know, it's what's going to help teams win or lose. Skyline has the ball with 1:16. They need a first down in order to run out the clock.
Yes, very true. Mario Bobino being assisted today by Bip Roberts, a baseball analyst for Fox Sports. And usually that's during baseball season. Bip usually help out with the Giants, right? Your program?
Yeah, we usually do the Giants pregame. Glenn Kuiper out there. We talk about the Giants things before the game, and then the Giants play after.
So it usually comes on right before the Giants game, right?
Right.
Okay, so look out for that. Bush back, gives the ball to Coleman once again. Coleman is brought down immediately.
In comes a flag.
Daryl Marshall, and the flag also is out. Was that a fumble? You know we do got a flag, though.
McClymonds has the ball.
I told you I said McClymonds fumbled. So now they have the ball back. Same thing that happened in the first game, Bill. Same exact thing happened in the first game. Skyline was about to score, and they fumbled the ball. And McClymonds took the ball and went down to score before halftime.
With 1:10 left, McClymonds gets the ball back. You can see Skyline right now is kind of befuddled on the sideline. They're just standing around complaining, or they're just bewildered right now. McClymonds is fired up, clapping. You can just see the momentum switched.
Very big time. But I'm pretty sure Coach Beam is going to, at halftime, tell his team something to get them fired up and motivated, because that's the type of coach that he is.
This is the biggest game of the season for both teams.
Definitely.
There's no reason to have to motivate.
Definitely. As DeMonte Johnson will go underneath center, put the ball on the 34-yard line. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. DeMonte Johnson gives the ball to Laurier Vital. Laurier Vital bounces to the outside, and he is driven out of bounds, and he comes up short to first down as he knocks the camera guy on his buttocks. It's dangerous on them sidelines when you're running Vitals around, man. You got to watch yourself like you had an NFL game, because he's a big guy. Stands about like 5'11", 205 coming at you. And he's only in high school. Wait till he gets to college.
And in that situation with the photographer with one eye looking through his lens, he can't predict how close the runner actually is.
Ball's on the 34-yard line, second down, 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the second quarter. Skyline's winning 14-13. DeMonte Johnson back to throw the pass. He's going deep for his big-time receiver, Gray. Touchdown. Oh, he caught the ball out. No touchdown. Good catch.
Hey, it's a little too much arm right there.
We'll be right back after that. We'll be right back. Second quarter. That was a big play. You know, I was really surprised on how Gray caught up to the ball.
Well, once again, DeMonte threw it up there and let him run up under it. Just threw a little too far. Yeah, you know, he's got a great arm, and just had a little too much arm for that pass.
All you kids down on the sideline, you gotta come up in the bleachers.
Now, for whatever reason, there was a problem with some people in the back of the end zone. But for whatever reason, Alonzo Carter's upset about something.
Well, you know, Alonzo's fired up, man.
Yeah.
He's into the game, and you know, if you're the head coach, that's what you want. You want, you know, you leading by example right now.
Yeah.
And he's out there. He's getting the troops fired up. He's fighting for his team.
Yeah.
You know, he has a chance to make history for McClymonds.
Right,
and,
exactly.
I think he's going to go down with both barrels blasted.
And you know, Alonzo, he played football for McClymonds as well as Laney College, and he was a very talented safety when he played, so he does know the game of football. And I think by him playing the game, he was able to relate to these younger kids, and that's why he was able to turn around this whole program.
And being down in McClymonds, where they need a guy who is a stronghold like Coach Carter.
He's alumni from there as well.
Let the kids know, hey, I've been here. I know what you're talking about. But on this ball field, let's play ball.
Hey, Bip, do you know what Coach Carter's life was before he was the coach of McClymonds? Trivia for you. The ball's pitched to Vital, brought down immediately.
Great defensive play right there.
By Jermaine Smith. He read the play. 47 seconds left.
And that's a great play, a big play for the Skyline defense right there. When it seemed that, they were on their heels, they were able to come up with a big play.
Very big play. As the clock seems to just wind down, we're down to 31 seconds. We're here in the second quarter of the Silver Bowl. I think they're going to come out and throw the ball here. It's 4th down 2, so basically we're going to go for a home run here. However, McClymonds can't pick up the first down. What is DeMonte Johnson going to do? He's throwing, drops back, tries to roll right, tries to avoid the rush, brought down immediately by Charles Brown, the Jr. That Charles Brown, is probably played for the Philadelphia Eagles, so he got some NFL background in his blood. Played wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles back in the day.
Well, that was a tremendous play right there by the younger Brown, and hey, chip off the block right there.
And with that right there, with 5 seconds left, Skyline has shut the door of McClymonds going into making that score.
That momentum that McClymonds had going into the half has now been shifted to the sidelines of the Skyline Titans.
We got 5 seconds left, so this is going to be the last play of the second quarter to end the half. Skyline is fired up. We got one good football game for you viewers out there.
I'll tell you, at halftime, both teams should go make adjustments, and I'm sure they're going to come out blazing, and this is going to be a good game down to the last second.
Yeah, so you viewers should do is when we go to halftime, you go get some of that leftover, Turkey Day food, and, kick back and watch the 3rd and 4th quarter. It's going to be a barn burner.
Well, I brown sacked it because, I don't see a place where I can get a hot dog or something here, so.
Oh, it's across the field there, buddy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's across the field.
I don't have no turkey sandwich.
Everything but that.
Well, that's what I have in my brown paper bag. I just forgot the cranberry.
That's it, huh? You gotta wait till you get on for that.
Well, I tell you, Mario.
That was a big play by Charles Brown once again. I think he's playing like a linebacker. Defensive tackle. He played from his defensive tackle position, so he was very focused on getting the quarterback.
Yeah, he was quick off the ball right then, and that's what you have to do right now. The game's going to be won in the trenches.
Yeah. That was a big play. Bush underneath center. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw the ball for the last play of the game. He throws the ball, overthrows his receiver. Limbrick, and it's halftime, and we will be. It's halftime now, and basically, we're just going to kick back real quick, Bip, and enjoy our halftime festivities, and the viewers will be back. You want to say about that before we close out the half?
All I want to say is that it's been a tremendous first half. Hopefully they're going to make some adjustments, and we'll have an even better second half.
And the scores, Skyline's up by 1 point, 14-13, so we'll be back after a couple of PSAs with the 3rd quarter of the Silver Bowl. We'll be back. Okay, viewers, we're back. You're looking at the McClymonds Warriors getting fired up for the second half of the 21st Silver Bowl. Skyline's winning 14-13.
Also, there'll be a basketball game tonight.
On a beautiful day for some football. I'm Mario Bobino, being assisted by Bip Roberts. What's going on, Bip? What's up, TV land? How y'all doing? We just here, announcing the 21st Silver Bowl with, like I said, Skyline up by 1 point, 14-13. And we're getting ready to start off the 3rd quarter. So you think both teams would have had their good adjustment talks for halftime?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. At halftime is the time when you go in, reflect on the first half, think about the mistakes you made, the opposition as far as what's been running and working against you, try to make some adjustments. And, hey, right now, whatever they were talking about at halftime from both sides, you're going to have to go out and put it on the field, leave it on the field, and the best team is going to come away as champions.
I couldn't have said any better, Bip. As we're getting ready now for the kickoff. All I know is you viewers don't go nowhere. Hopefully you just wouldn't fix you another plate of that good meal you have for Thanksgiving. And you're about to watch the second half.
What you had yesterday? Some chitlins?
No chitlins, man. I had the pleasures of having I can't say the word I want to say, but excellent meal, man. Excellent meal. Excellent meal.
Right.
Turkey, ham, yams, you know, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, mustard greens.
I'll tell you, Mario, yesterday was a good day. Today is a good day to be with family. Every day is a good day to be with family.
Yep.
You have to always give thanks.
Yep.
And not just on Thanksgiving, but you have to always be appreciative, and you never take your family for granted, because you know, life goes quick. But these kids are out here playing high school football in the championship today. 5 years from now, we'll be looking back and wondering what happened to some.
Yeah, you're right.
Hopefully they've gone on to bigger and better things. And one thing I hope they always do and remember is to respect their parents.
Yep. That's what giving thanks is all about. Because if they wasn't none of these guys bad if it wasn't for their parents. None of them. Once again, I'd like to announce Miss Adams is the doctor for today's game, and the referees, James Long, and the umpire is Dennis Brennan. Those are black and whites for the day's game. I'm Mario Bobino, being assisted by Fox baseball analyst Bip Roberts, which is new to him. This is his first time televising a football game. So hopefully, Fox will give you more football games now.
This is exciting, Mario. This is what high school football is all about. Championship day.
The ball's kicked off by George Berrigan. The ball's been taken by Danny Carr. He throws the ball cross field to Gennaro Vital. Gennaro Vital catches the ball, gets upfield, but doesn't pick up much. Gets out to the 25-yard line now.
Actually gets hammered on the sideline over there.
So we got the Titans and we got the Warriors. And after these third and fourth quarter, we'll see who will be the Silver Bowl champion.
Mario, this is the beginning of who wants it the most. It's going to be a game of attrition at the end. It's about your soul, how much you want it, your winter workouts, all of the extra practice, just everything right now boils down to the last 24 minutes of this ball game, and we'll see what happens.
As DeMonte Johnson's under center with one back in the back, and that is Ilario, and he is stopped immediately. Brought down immediately by Frank Summers, the starting fullback for the Skyline Titans.
And right now, Mario, I think it's a situation where the players have come this far, and now it's time for the coaches to take them to the next level.
Yep, that's true. That is true. With 11:30 left in the third quarter, second down, ball's on the 24-yard line. DeMonte Johnson comes out as we come out in the I formation, not the I, one back set, as we got a slot to the right, Ilario and Anton Smith. The ball's getting up the gut to Ilario Vital, and I believe he's a little bit short of the first down, but he picked up a nice chunk of yards right there.
Nice run right there by Ilario Vital. He gets the handoff and goes right up the middle behind some good blocking by his offensive line.
Yeah, he picked up the first down on that run. Picked up the first down. Now the ball's on the 24-yard line.
You see right here, right off the bat, McClymonds is trying to establish that powerful run game.
DeMonte Johnson under center. Lario is the only one in the backfield, and there's some type of complications as the referees ask for a stoppage of the football game. And there was a delay of game against the Warriors. Delay of game. You know, it just feels good to be sitting up here announcing the game with my colleague, Bip Roberts. But besides that, Bip, we got some athletes out there. We got people that shoot hoop, play baseball. That's going to be kicking up a lot of dust throughout the rest of the school year.
Well, yeah, and you have a chance out here, to make history, as we said earlier with McClymonds. You know about history. I think Oakland High had a 10-0 season in 1981.
That's correct. That's
you were
correct.
part of that team.
That's
so
correct.
That may be one of
That's history.
One of the last times Oakland's won it. But
No, they won it in '93.
Yeah, I understand. But, you know, I always have to give it.
But I'm a part of that history
from time to time.
Oh, believe you me, I already know.
But today it's about Skyline and McClymonds, and like I said, McClymonds has a chance to make history. And
yeah, but see, the history they're making is going to be a part of my history because they're going to get whichever school that wins gets their name engraved in the Silver Bowl. And ours was the first ones up there.
That's something they can't take from you, see.
We were the first ones up there. The Mario Bobinos, the Lorenzo Lynch's, the Greg Bobinos, the Dwayne Porters. That was that Oakland High 10-0 team.
It's unfortunate you beat us that year. I happened to be a senior at Skyline that year.
It was a good game, though. Throws the ball for grabs. The ball was almost picked off. Almost picked off. DeMonte Johnson was about to get sacked, and he just threw it. And he seems to be hurt. Or he pops up. He pops up.
And, Mario, that's a situation right there. As a Skyline type, you have to take advantage of that situation right there. DeMonte Johnson just throws one up there, an errant pass. Two defenders have a chance to intercept the ball, and they don't come up with it.
Well, the White Elders almost had it, but I believe Lyndon Levine came up and hit the ball out of his hands. They were both going for the ball.
In this situation right here, in the second half, the beginning, you need a big mistake or a big play to get the momentum on your side. That was an opportunity for Skyline right there.
Here we are, 3rd and 15. The ball's on the 30-yard line. DeMonte Johnson under center. Drops back to throw a screen pass. Throws a little dip pass. Caught by Lario Vital. He's tripped up, and I believe he's short of the first down.
What a play by Lario Vital right there. To see the pass up in the air, look downfield, turn back, see the ball, catch it, and then run downfield.
They're like a little flop pass. It stayed up in the air for so long.
And Lario's a great athlete. A lot of people don't know that when he was a freshman at Fremont, he was probably the best player in the OAL baseball league.
Right. And, you know, the past few years, he was a star at Silver Bowl.
Well, he's a tremendous athlete. We wish you nothing but the best in the future. We just hope that the decisions that he makes helps him prolong his career.
Well, you know, actually, the whole Vitals, all of them are very talented. Mario's up here. Gennaro took a time off, but he'll be back. Then you got Alario. Then you got Gennaro. So all of them guys are very, very talented.
Well, I tell you, Mario's one of my favorites. He's one of those guys who is really, you know, as we said on the forum, we've had him on the forum a few
numerous amount of times.
And he's always been a very positive influence. And I know he's a positive influence on his brothers, and just wish the family all the luck.
Yep. So myself, Mario, Bobino, and Bip Roberts, what's up, Vitals? How y'all doing? 9:27 remaining in the third quarter. 21st Silver Bowl being played at Laney College. And, you know, as I'm looking around, it's a very packed game right now. Stands are full. We got people lining up all around the fence. Got to be able to at least 2,500 people here today.
And, you know, the day after Thanksgiving, hey, we want to find something positive to do. So what better than to go out and root for your favorite local high school team, which happens to be McClymonds and Skyline today.
Exactly. If McClymonds will decide to go for it with 4th and 5. 4th and 5. That's a big decision to make.
Big play down here on their own 45-yard line.
Big play. Will they do the quarterback sneak, what they've been doing all game? They're going to drop back and throw a quick hitch to Gennaro. To Lario Vital. He eludes a tackle. Picks up the first down. Goes down the sideline. And he scores. He is going to go all the way. He scores. Lario Vital on the screen pass. 4th and 5. He goes the distance. He goes 50-some yards to score.
What's the old saying? Big players make big plays on game day.
And that's very reversible. Normally when you talk about somebody and their family, they end up making a mistake. He is making a touchdown.
When Lario burst upon the scene, he was a man playing amongst boys.
And, you know, that was a big play because he was supposed to get tackled before he got the first down, eluded the tackle, used his speed, and was able to take it to the end zone.
Well, sometimes you run into a great player who makes things happen, and he makes history, so to speak. Skyline has run into that guy today, and that's Lario Vital.
And they're going for the 2-point conversion. DeMonte Johnson gives the ball, bootleg, wants to throw to his receiver, incomplete. The 2-point conversion is not good. as we have 9 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter, with the Warriors now have taken the lead for the first time with a 19-14 lead. 5-point lead.
And Mario, at this particular time, the overflow from the crowd just pretty much soaked us up like a sponge.
Okay, viewers, we'd like to take a quick break and we'll be right back for the kickoff.
Right here, man.
And we're back as Vinton is about to kick the ball off as McClymonds is taking the lead for the first time for today's game. Vinton kicks the ball deep, and it will be taken by Elders back at the 15-yard line. He is brought down immediately. A great, excellent tackle. I can't quite see who it is, but that was an excellent tackle by 31, 32. I can't quite see. So I'm going to say it's Stephen Bush. Excellent tackle by Stephen Bush.
And as you can see, Scott, McClymonds has come out and taken the momentum and used it to score the first points of the second half and build on that momentum to come out now and make a spectacular play on special teams.
That was a big play.
Now it's an uphill battle for the Skyline Titans.
That was a big play. 9-10 left. The ball's on the 25-yard line, third quarter. Bush underneath center gives the ball to Yonus Davis, who I have waiting to have a good game. He's a very talented running back for Skyline. So he's gonna make a big play.
Well, it's up to us now. It's up to Skyline's offensive line, and right now there's a flag thrown on Skyline, probably a personal foul.
Now, Skyline has been getting a lot of penalties in this game today, Bip, and that seems to be hurting them tremendously. They came out, had a 14-0 lead. Because for whatever reason, McClymonds was able to come back and take that momentum. That's because of the penalties that Skyline started piling up. And it seems like at halftime, the coaches will go back and make them adjustments. But here we are, we have another penalty against the Skyline Titans.
Well, right now, McClymonds is really on top of their game. Skyline, as McClymonds was in the first half, is trying to find their rhythm. But you only have one half of football left. So you have to find it quick.
Real quick. There's Bush, the senior quarterback who was on our last sports forum, underneath center. And he seems to have caught a good enough cadence to draw the Warriors off sides.
Well, we'll wait and see what the call is right here.
I'm pretty sure it looked like it was against McClymonds.
Offsides McClymonds.
I just realized, you see how tall that guy is for the Warriors? He's not even on the roster. Look how big he is. Number 73 over there. Yeah, number 73. Bush back to throw the ball. Finds his receiver. Good catch by, was that Limbrick? No, number 2. Angelo Richardson. Nice catch, kept his feet in bounds.
Nice hands.
Yeah, nice hands.
Oh, nice hands. That was a nice catch. Nice pattern, nice throw, nice catch. It's a nice play all around.
But still third down, though. Third and about 8 to go for them to pick up a first down. Because of that penalty hurt them. Penalty pushed them back.
The mistakes here right now is going to separate the champion from the second place team, and whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win.
Bush drops back to throw another pass. Carr got away with holding, and they got him. He was holding. He was held Elders on that play.
The referee's right on the play, and he makes a call without any hesitation.
Yeah, he was trying to get the ball to Brandon Sanders, but Carr did hold him.
And Brandon Sanders, once he gets the ball, he's electrifying. He is so fast.
He's very talented. He's on.
Skyline is really going to have to use guys with that type of speed and athletic ability to try to score and offset this McClymonds high-powered offense.
Yeah, and he's only a junior, and I believe he had a shoulder injury this year, so that's why you guys wasn't hearing much of this guy named Brandon Sanders, but he was a star last year.
And Brandon, once again, he's another athlete who can play multiple sports. He's a good cornerback on the football team and a great center fielder on the baseball team.
Yeah, talented athlete. Bush gives the ball to Coleman. Coleman does the off tackle. We have another flag.
Mario, the game's starting to get a little sloppy with the penalties at this moment.
I think that was going to be called against the Titans. 7:47 remaining in the Silver Bowl, the third quarter. The score is 14-19 with the Warriors on top.
And Mario, that crowd that seemed to have swarmed us with the help of OPD.
Oh yeah, they're out of here now.
They've evaporated.
Thank goodness for OPD. Makes it kind of hard to work, you know what I mean?
Well, it's only tough when you hear words that you can't pronounce on television.
Yeah.
And you're trying to do a public access show for the kids.
Yeah. Besides, we need some better media credentials when we got to stop people from just coming up here. Bush underneath center as Eric Davis goes in motion to the opposite field to set up a slot. Sets back, big sack by Ilario Vital, who is on fire.
Sacks him as he's untouched as he comes through the line.
I believe he's playing line from the linebacker position. That was a big play by Ilario. He's playing big on both sides of the ball.
He was untouched as he was able to get through that line with the quickness of a cat and just pounce on the quarterback.
That was a big play because Skyline that time went to a motion, to a slot formation to the left side of the field, and it's like they had a nice play set up there. But Ilario spoiled all that by just busting through the offensive line and making the sack.
Yeah, someone missed their blocking assignment.
6:53 left in the third quarter. Mario Bobino being assisted by Bip Roberts as Bush throws the slant pass to Elders, and he is brought down immediately as he picks up about 6 yards. Sanders.
I think that's Brandon Sanders
there.
Brandon
Sanders on the catch, but the McClymonds defense just swarmed on him.
Yeah, he was hit pretty good after he caught that pass.
It seemed like he wanted to stop and change directions, but as he hesitated for a second, the pursuit caught up with him.
Climbers are so fast that you can't hesitate, and with the grass being a little wet and Brandon not able to get his footing, he was swallowed up pretty quickly.
Here we are, 3rd and 24, balls on the 27-yard line with 6:14 left. Bush underneath center, drops back to throw the pass, gets the ball to Elders, catches it, brought down immediately. Sanders.
Once again, that's Sanders.
Sanders.
I think that's a weapon that Skyline is going to have to use because he is by far one of the quickest players on the field. But they come up short, and they're going to have to punt.
So now they will be punting the ball. See, I'm getting the Sanders and Elders because they're number 6 and 7. And both of them are contributing to the team. So we'll get it right before the game's over with. We have another penalty. Now, what is the penalty this time? Holding up the game. 5:37 left in the third quarter. McClymonds holding on to a 5-point lead.
McClymonds is playing some good football this second half, not many mistakes, and they're at this moment holding Skyline down.
And the referee is James Long, and he says it was against the Titans. James Long is the referee. Miss Adams is the doctor. The umpire for today's game is Dennis Binion. Skyline's now to punt the ball. Back deep is Ilario Vital, as he will let the ball be punted out of bounds. So Justin Davis punted the ball out of bounds.
About 31-yard line.
5:21 remaining in the third quarter of the 21st Silver Bowl being played at Lane College on a good football, weather-like day. Mario Bobino consistently runs his mouth, being assisted today by Bip Roberts, a baseball analyst for Fox Sports. We couldn't have picked a better game to call or do. But day after Turkey Day.
And Mario, if we didn't call this game, I was showing up anyway.
Ilario Vital takes the off tackle, gets around the outside, picks up around 3 yards. So that's their workers. I'll tell you this, I'm pretty sure he's close to 100 yards now.
Yeah, he was hit pretty good then by Brandon Bonds. So
Skyline's going to bring it. I mean, Skyline's going to bring it. They ain't going to just, clam up for nobody.
But, even after the hit, Lario bounces right back up and he says, give me the ball again.
Definitely. He's a workhorse. Even matter of fact, he won MVP of their team.
Well, at the way he's played this year, he's going to win a lot of awards for having such an outstanding season.
Ended up over 1,600 yards rushing and 29 touchdowns. Well, actually, he's 31 now. But I believe he scored 2 touchdowns. No, he scored 1 touchdown today, so he has 30 touchdowns for the season. Back to throw the ball, Johnson. He's going to go deep. Going for Antoine Smith. Goes up, makes the incredible catch. Incredible catch over defender Kyle Williams. Antoine Smith came up big.
Antoine at 6'1", 170 pounds, plays a lot bigger than he is out there. And McClymonds and DeMonte Johnson understand that they have that weapon in their arsenal.
That was a big play right there. That was a big play, big play. Big throw by DeMonte Johnson. Now, usually their big play receiver is Gray. Usually it's David Gray. But for whatever reason, they've been throwing the ball to Antoine Smith all day. That was a big throw by DeMonte Johnson and a big catch by Antoine Smith. They give the ball up the gut to Hilario Vital as he gets about good 3-4 yards with 4:29 left with the score 19-14 when McClymonds holding on to a 5-point lead.
And Mario, you just mentioned David Gray. He's a big play guy, 6'3", 205, and I think you're going to see him sooner or later because he just can't go all game without being seen or heard from.
Well, he did catch that pass before halftime, but I don't know what the referee saw, but it seemed like he was in bounds to me, but they didn't give him the touchdown. Well, that was a big play and a big catch.
From here, we really can't tell, but, you know, David Gray's out there, and I'm sure we're going to hear his name soon.
Monte Johnson underneath center with one back right directly behind him. Hilario, they're going to throw the pass again. It's a slant pass to Antoine Smith, and I believe he didn't score, but he got to like the 1-yard line. That was a quick slant to Antoine Smith. And it seems like now Skyline, they seem to be losing a little bit of their energy.
Well, I tell you, when you're playing against a talented team like McClymonds, who from the first quarter to the end is going to come after you, and when they make big plays, they're going to even go on a higher level, you're going to really have to tighten up your spikes to match that intensity.
Ball's on the 5-yard line, first down, 3:29 left. The ball is given to Hilario Vital, makes it inside the 5, and he gets the touchdown. Hilario Vital scores for the second time today as the Warriors increase their lead. Straight up the gut to Hilario Vital.
And I think, Mario, the first time McClymonds played Skyline, they did the same thing. So I think that in the back of their minds, once that game was over, they knew that they could compete with Skyline and beat them if they could stay close. And really out-muscle them later on in the game because they're stronger.
That's what's happening right now as the Warriors have a 25-14 lead, a 9-point lead, 11-point lead right now.
And all the momentum seems to be on the McClymonds Warriors
They're
side.
basically down 2 touchdowns right now.
They're down 2 touchdowns, Skyline, with no momentum.
And we have another flag for whatever reason. With 3:23 left. Delay a game against the Warriors. So that's going to drop them back about 5 yards for them to take a shot at their PAT, point after touchdown.
Well, as I look from my standpoint right here and I look at the Skyline Titans bench, you see a lot of heads starting to just kind of stand still, and the movement and the body language has really changed all of a sudden.
Yeah. It's not looking really too good for them. They seem to be kind of down on themselves, but you know what? They still got a whole quarter left.
It's a whole quarter with 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. So if they decide to give up right now, then they're going to take a pretty good whooping. So you may as well go down fighting.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You need to hold your head so early.
Oh, no, this is a championship, and if you're a champion and that's what you're fighting for, you're going to go down for it. So these guys, it's not over, and I'm sure they'll come back and play with all they have until the end.
You know, we didn't get a chance to talk about how good of a job the McClymonds offensive line is doing right now. They're doing an excellent job. Another penalty against the Warriors.
As you jinx the Warriors line.
Hey, but I didn't jinx Hilario. We talked about him and his whole family. He ends up scoring.
Well, Hilario's a kid I know who is very, his work ethic is on a high level. And if you're a high school kid out there and you're trying to understand and do what he's done, first thing you have to understand is that he works hard.
Definitely, especially during the off season. And it pays off for him. We're going to throw the ball to David Gray. The ball is picked off by Limbrick. So, the 2-point conversion was stalled short. 3:23 remaining. And viewers will be right back after a couple of PSAs.
Different.
5.
Okay, viewers, we're back with 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. So Max up 25-14 on Mario Bobino, being assisted by Bip Roberts. Benning back to kick the ball. The ball will be taken by Elders as he gets the kickoff, takes the ball to the right side, and is brought down about the 30-yard line. Nice return, nice kick, nice return. So Skyline's going to do anything. Now is the time when they have to make their run.
Yeah, right now is a situation where Skyline has to put together a drive and not use up so much time, but come down and establish that, hey, we're still here and we're going to play until the end.
Exactly. 3:17 left in the third quarter. 25-14, McClymonds Warriors are up. As Bush goes underneath center, Skyline seems to be in some type of an option type of formation. Gives the ball to Coleman, picks up about 4 yards as he's brought down by the McClymonds defense.
And that's what McClymonds would want right now, so Skyline to run the ball, for them to stop them, and to let the clock run. So right now, Skyline has to play against McClymonds defense and the clock as well.
Yeah. You look at the size of that one kid from McClymonds, you can't help but notice the size.
I'm pretty sure he plays basketball as well.
The camera's on him right now, big 73. We don't have him on our roster, though, for whatever reason. I don't know who he is, but that is a gigantic kid, boy. Let's see if I can look on the roster, just see who's about like 6'6". Nobody. Oh, that Alfred Anderson, that's him, Alfred Anderson.
6'9", 285 pounds.
Whoa.
That's an interception.
Intercepted by, and he took the ball out. Incredible play.
Oh, great run.
Incredible play. Incredible run. Touchdown by Brandon Smith.
Great play, Brandon Smith. Oh, and what a play after the interception. What a run.
Big play. That right there can get that kid a scholarship. That one play alone. That one play alone, Bill.
Yeah, but I think it's coming back.
It's coming back.
Against McClymonds.
Hey, it's coming back. McClymonds did get the interception. And I just want to say, Brandon Smith, that was one heck of a highlight.
Heck of a highlight, kid.
And normally he's not a starter. So for him to do that and accomplish that, that's big. That shows you the depth that the McClymonds Warriors have.
Well, I tell you, Coach Carter's really building a program over there, and I think that the kids from McClymonds should really be proud of what they have and should not take it for granted, but continue to work on it and make it an even better program.
Yeah. So McClymonds will take over with 2:13 left. They're on the 30-yard line. DeMonte Johnson in the center with the I formation, and the referees hold up play. .204 remaining in the third quarter of the 2001 Silver Bowl. Yes, it seems like all the fire's not really in Skyline. They need some enthusiasm from their team. What's going on?
Well,
I don't
sometimes,
understand.
Mario, you run into a team that, hey, they'll take a few licks and then they'll deliver some. And it's a matter of if you can stand up to their licks. And right now, McClymonds is throwing some big blows out there, and Skyline seems to be faltering a little. So, you know, with 2 minutes left in the third and all the fourth quarter, we'll see if Skyline is a championship quality team and can fight back for the last 6 rounds in the 12-round championship fight.
I mean, that's true. Even though this is a rebuilding year for Skyline, so they got a lot of juniors that's represented. A lot of juniors, so.
Well,
yeah.
From that standpoint, they can learn a lot today and, you know, take what they learned, their experiences this year, and apply it to next year when they have to go up against a tough McClymonds football team.
True, very true. DeMonte Johnson gives the ball to Ilario Vital as he bounces to the outside. As he stopped, but he seems to drag 3 or 4 players, and I believe it's going to be a face mask on Skyline.
I tell you, Ilario right there, he was just all legs and strength right there. He was to not be denied or brought down easily.
Now, viewers, did you see how he was held up with like 2 tackles, but they couldn't tackle.
And that's because, you know, Lario, he works those legs. He's got a strong upper body. This kid is really put together, and he's put together because he hits that gym hard, he runs hard, and he does everything to make himself better on that football field.
Well, I think he has an excellent workout ethic, and that's attributes to his performance today. Like I said, I believe he ended up with 1,600 yards rushing, 30 touchdowns for the season. 30 touchdowns, BIP.
Well, when a kid has a season like that, I'm sure Division I powerhouse colleges have to be knocking on the door.
That's like 3 touchdowns every time he plays in a game. DeMonte Johnson, I believe he changes the play, does an audible, underneath center, drops back to throw the pass, throws the ball deep, going to Antoine Smith once again. Nice attempt, nice attempt. He went for Antoine Smith.
He saw right there Antoine tried to make a read on that ball, and from one shoulder to the other, and he wasn't able to come up with it, but that was an excellent effort.
You know, he got some nice receiving skills, you know. He uses his hands ever since that first little mistake he had in the first quarter, but besides that, this guy's been having an A game.
Tremendous ball game.
A game. He's been having an A game. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. Ball's on the 19-yard line. Second down. Second down and 1 yard to go. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. Get the ball to Lario Vital. He bounces to the outside. About to get tackled. Seems to avoid. Oh, that kid is good.
Wow, he just runs through a few tackles and hits that corner, turns it upfield, and gains a bunch of yardage.
And what's good about him is he knows how to use his speed. Gets to the outside. You think he's about to get tackled. That's why I don't say nothing. I kind of hesitate on my words. Next thing you know, the guy outruns the tackle.
I tell you, this kid from the 9th grade, the first time he stepped on the high school scene, has been a star. He has improved each and every year. Where some guys come, they have instant success, and they go backwards.
Exactly.
He's continued to get better.
Exactly. And I know for him to have a monkey on his back to play in this game for the past 2 years, the Silver Bowl with Fremont, and come up just inches short of a victory. And for him to be a senior, for him to get a win, man, that's like a dream come true, you know?
Well, you know, it was one of those situations around town where the kid had to go from one high school to another, and it was because of some reasons we won't particularly go into on air. But I'm sure right then he had a lot of pressure to leave that school, go to another school and perform. And along with his brother, they've gone to another school and helped that school right now on the verge to win the championship.
Okay, Bip, on that note there, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Well, let's go 3, 2.
Viewers, we're back. The doctor, Miss Adams, had to attend to her business, but now we can resume play. 1:52 left. DeMonte Johnson under center. Ball's on the 6-yard line. They get the ball to the big fullback, 33. It's Elijah Thomas. As he doesn't pick up much.
And here's a situation where McClymonds, they don't have to hurry. They can use the clock to their advantage. Have the ball 2nd and 4 on the 4-yard line. So right now, they can play this at their discretion.
Exactly. Mario Bobino being assisted by Bip Roberts, baseball analyst for Fox Sports. 25-14, McClymonds is on top. As they're on the 4-yard line, DeMonte Johnson underneath center. Gives the ball to Lario Vital, tries to bounce it outside. No yards, nowhere that time, as he is brought down immediately by the swarming defense of the Titans. Jabri Sharp is the one anchoring this stop.
Skyline right now, they have to come up with a big defensive stand. Any other scores, and this could be pretty much out of reach.
Yeah, that's the way it seems. 48 seconds left for the third quarter. This time is dwindling down. 1 more quarter left. In 38 seconds, DeMonte Johnson in the center as they go with the I formation. He bounces back to throw the pass, throws a quick slant. In and out of the hands of Jonado Vital, the junior. And there seems to be a flag thrown on the play. So I believe it was a defensive interference on Lyndon Levine.
And McClymonds should get 4 new downs.
Yep. With 30 seconds left, things seem to be going their way right now. And it was against the Titans. Automatic first down. Automatic first down for the Warriors. 30 seconds left. Third quarter. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. I formation. Drops back, gives the ball to Ilario Vital. And I believe he's close to a touchdown. Very close.
In this situation right now, Mario, McClymonds' front offensive line is just really trying to drive the ball down the Titans' throat for that 7 points and a big commanding lead.
And I don't believe they'll get enough this play run before the quarter ends. DeMonte Johnson empty center. Gets the cadence. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown, DeMonte Johnson. That's his second time he went in for the score today. Second touchdown of the game for DeMonte Johnson as Mac increases their lead in the 21st Silver Bowl played at Laney College.
And you can see the spirits of the McClymonds benches lifted so high right now. And then when you look at the Skyline bench, you can see that at this point they're a little demoralized.
As it's 31-14. 31-14 as McClymonds goes for the PAT as the seconds just ended in the third quarter. Back to do the kicking is Ilario Vital. They get the snap this time, hold the ball correctly, and it is good. 32-14. 32-14 and the flag on the play as well. PAT is good. As the game seems to be getting blown out of proportion. And it seems like everything's in McClymonds' favor right now. Viewers will be back.
McClymonds is kicking off the Skyline after scoring a touchdown to take McClymonds' lead 32-14. This is Bip Roberts helping Mario. My first game in the Silver Bowl.
Bip's doing community service. He's doing community service today for us.
It's been a lot of fun, Mario, a lot of fun.
Well, thanks for doing some community service, man. It's hard to get somebody from Fox to come and help us, man.
Well, you know, I'm always here.
We giving back to where you from, bro. You're from Oakland. What's the Skyline?
Yeah, right now I'm feeling good for Mac. I'm feeling bad for Skyline, but all in all, it's a good ball game.
Good ball game, good for football. Yonus Davis will let the ball hold it in the end zone. And viewers, I want y'all to just look out for hoops this year. Look out for Eric Alexander. He shoots hoop for Skyline. He plays the number 3 and 4 position, and he also runs track. But look out for him. Look out for him. Eric Alexander, remember that name.
Mario, as I look around, I see...
yeah, I see the superintendent down there at the game. I see the superintendent at the game.
We like to ask for...
there he goes right there.
Next year, we like a lunch, Mr. Superintendent. How about a lunch?
See, he's coming out to show his support for both schools. Mr. Chaconis, how's it going, man?
Dennis Chaconis.
As it's 32-14, 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The day after Thanksgiving, 21st Silver Bowl being played at Laney College. Bush does the option, gives the ball to Coleman. Coleman tries to get to the outside and it's brought down immediately. Picks up around 3, get 4 good yards. Ilario Vital on the tackle, who I would say is clearly the MVP of the Silver Bowl.
Yeah, he and DeMonte Johnson. DeMonte's played well. He's played real well. He's directed the McClymonds offense in a fashion that didn't make a lot of mistakes and put a lot of points on the board. So those two guys, and we'll flip a coin and see who.
Well, I'm going with Ilario. I'm going with
It's been a team game all the way around. McClymonds has played very well.
Definitely a team game. Excellent coaching. And there's a flag as Brandon Smith got in the way of Sanders. Brandon Smith was on the coverage. Sanders was trying to make the catch, but got interfered with. I'd like to take time out to just say thanks to my crew, Christina Boo, Betty Nuam, who's holds a 4.0 out of Oakland High.
Out of Oakland High.
Holding a 4.0. Robert Lamone doing an excellent camera work, and David Pula, who's just here with us. That's my crew for the day, and me and Bip Roberts are up here running our mouth. And all bad, Eric Alexander's helping us out up here, helping us out from Skyline, helping me with the names and whatnot have you. So look out for him in hoop. Eric Alexander, thanks for your help. He runs track too. Thanks for your help today, man. He's keeping me abreast of everybody's names. Bush back to pass. Throws opposite sides to Yonus Davis. Yonus Davis stops as David Carr dives for the ball.
Hey, let's get a shot of the superintendent. He has a New York Yankee hat on.
And what's the matter with that? I mean,
we're in Oakland A's territory.
How's it going, Shakotis?
And he smiles.
He smiles with the Yankee hat on. We got to get him an A's hat. 32-14.
He should go talk to Giambi. Keep Giambi in Oakland.
That's going to be hard. Bush underneath center. Tosses the ball out to Coleman. He gets around the left side. Has some room. Brought down immediately by Ilario Vital. Not immediately. He picks up around 70 yards before he's brought down by Ilario Vital.
Gets close to the first down.
Very close. Third down and about 2 yards to go. Big boy. 10:54 left. The Skyline comes out, third and about 2. The ball's on the 46-yard line. Bush underneath center. As Summers and Elders gets the ball. Yonus Davis gets the ball, gets to the outside. Picks up the first down. It's about a 5-yard gain.
That was a good, tough run by Yonus right there. He's trying to get as much as he can and pick up that first down.
Skyline is withering away. Trying to eat up some time on the clock here. As they're down 14-32. 10 minutes and 31 seconds left.
And Skyline's going to have to come up with some big plays and some big plays quick, because when McClymonds gets the ball, they hold it for a long time.
Bush gets the ball to Coleman. Coleman up the gut. Nice hold. He fumbles and he was down. Skyline seems to be doing pretty good up front now between the lines.
Well, they're playing against the clock as well as a tough McClymonds defense, and you know they're going to have to skip it up a couple cadence because time is running out.
That was a good run by Coleman there. We'll be right back. There's a timeout. We'll be right back, viewers. We'll be right back. Okay, viewers, we're back. With Bush underneath center, ball's on the 34-yard line. Drops back to throw the pass. He has Brandon Sanders wide open on the touchdown. Good post route by Brandon Sanders.
And Brandon was so fast, he had to wait for that.
Yeah, he outran the pass. 4.240, I'm told that's what he runs. But see, Skyline called the perfect play at the perfect time.
You're right. Brandon Sanders, like I said, is one of the fastest kids I've ever been around. I also helped coach him in 13-year All-Stars, so I know that he's very, very fast. I hear he's extremely, and I can see now he's an extremely gifted football player.
You see Skyline fired up again after that big play by the Titans.
It's not over. They're still in it.
9:59 remaining in the fourth quarter. As they're going for the PAT. Davis on the hold, gets the ball up, and the kick is good. And he's been consistent all day, George Berrigan. As Eric Davis was the holder. Eric Davis the holder. They're still in it. George Berrigan. 9:59 left in the fourth quarter. As it seems to be a packed house at Laney College.
The Titans needed a strike quickly, and they got it. A long pass.
Time.
Exactly.
Came with more than enough time left. As the score is now 21-32. As the Titans are down by 11.
And now the pressure seems to move to the McClymonds side now.
Now, if McClymonds was somewhat smart, which I'm pretty sure they are, I would just run the ball. No need to throw the ball. Just let the clock run out.
With the athletic ability of my quarterback and my far supreme running back, I could run the clock out.
I just get the ball to Ilario. off tackles all game. Off tackle right, off tackle left. He's got to wear down with some time now. Skyline gets the ball back. They're going to throw the ball. They could possibly be going to score. We have to go to overtime.
Well, it's about desperation with Skyline right now, and they need to score as quickly as possible.
And they're going to come out throwing now. But they're going to get the ball to Coleman to offset the Warriors and throw that back side post again to Sanders.
Start calling you Coach Bobino.
If I went back and coached, I'd coach Oakland High, my alumni. They'll go from 0-10 to 10-0.
Yeah, that's a part of history that I don't know if could happen.
But you know what? That'll never happen because I ain't coaching. I'll never coach. Onside kick. Skyline goes for it. Oh, it is picked up. Skyline, if they would have been in the right position, they would have got that ball, Bip. But for whatever reason, they ran past their pursuing onside kick. Because they could have had it because the guy from McClymonds touched the ball, but Skyline overran it.
That was great hands to knock that ball forward. The opposition is charging forward, and he knocks the ball behind the opposition.
Hey, that was a good heads-up play, though, by the Titans.
Nice play there. And that play was by Kenneth Bass, a 5'10", 180-pound linebacker defensive end, a junior. So with that talent and those good hands, he'll be around next year. But I think the question on the field now is, did that ball go 10 yards?
I believe it did. The receiver for the Warriors touched the ball. It made the ball go backwards. But the ball did
I don't know if the ball rolled 10 yards before it was touched. And there's also a penalty on the Titans.
You know, the Titans ended up their season with 7-2, 7-3. Coming into today's game, 7-2. But, you know, they had went down to L.A. and upset, what L.A. school was that? Dorsey, which is usually wins the city championship for L.A. So we did kick up dust. Skyline did kick up dust this year.
Oh, both teams have had just tremendous seasons.
And McClymonds only lost one game this year, and that was to a very talented Galileo team in San Francisco that went undefeated. But they were supposed to play against Dorsey, but that's when we had that terrorist things. So they was kind of upset that Dorsey didn't come up. So they ended up replacing the game with Galileo, and Galileo got the win. But I talked to a lot of the guys from McClymonds. They really weren't into that game. DeMonte Johnson, 8 center, as they get the ball to Lario Vital, as he tries to take the ball up gut, gets about 3 good yards. 3 yards picked up as the time continues to wind down on the clock with 9:44 left in the fourth quarter, with the McClymonds Warriors up 32-21. Mario Bobino being assisted by Bip Roberts, who's doing his first football game. But it won't be his last. I'm not saying with us, but it won't be his last. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. Calls his cadence out. David Gray to the left. Gives the ball to Lario Vital again as they run an off tackle. Picks up around 2 yards once again as the clock continues to tick off the clock.
And right now, Skyline has to play with some urgency. Time is definitely not on their side.
Because they're still down by 11 points. Now it's time for Yonus Davis to pick it up. He has to do something real big. That's their star player.
Well, somebody has to step up and make a big play. Right now, the situation calls for it.
DeMonte Johnson under center.
Someone has to stand up and make a big play.
And I believe it's a delay of time on McClymonds. Delay of time on the Warriors. It's against the Warriors as the clock stops. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. There's a shot of the crowd, or Alonzo Carter giving out instructions to his team. Got a sellout here today at Laney College. There's people not only in the stands, but surrounded all up around the fences here, watching this 21st Silver Bowl being played at Laney College the day after Thanksgiving. DeMonte Johnson once again underneath center. I formation, McClymonds goes, and DeMonte Johnson back to throw the pass. He wants to go deep to Gennaro Vital. Excellent catch by the Vital brother. Gennaro Vital. One of the talented Vital brothers comes up with the big catch.
The little brother decides to get involved and say, hey, he'd like to hear his name announced over the PA system.
Well, it's only appropriate because he's a Vital.
That's right. That was a great catch right there. He said, hey, what about me? I'm here too.
Yeah, you guys ain't said nothing about me.
And that's how it is for the little brother. You know, he gets overshadowed.
Yeah, but he's only a junior, so it's going to be all about him next year.
He's got good wheels and he's got good hands.
Monte Johnson tries to quarterback sneak again. Does he get in? Not quite. Not quite, as the ball was on the 1 yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 1 again. 7:59 left in the 4th quarter. I'm Mario Bobino, being assisted by Bip Roberts in the 21st Silver Bowl. In this exciting football game, although McClymonds is up and knocking on the door once again in reference to scoring to increasing their 11-point lead, trying to get it to 16-17. 7:36 left. The ball's on the 1 yard line with 2nd down among us. DeMonte Johnson in the center gets the ball to number 28, who's new in the game, Kenyatta Steele, the junior. Kenyatta Steele doesn't quite make it as the clock continues to click down. The ball's still on the 1, Bip. And that was the first time that they gave the ball to Kenyatta Steele. That's kind of odd.
Well, you know, at this part, juncture of the game, Kenyatta's about 5'11", 200 pounds, and he's full of energy. So, hey, Coach Carter said, hey, I'll use some fresh legs.
Good point, good point. DeMonte Johnson under center as we now are down to 6 minutes and 59 seconds. DeMonte Johnson in the center. And we have a penalty somewhere as the clock will now stop. And let's hear what the refs have to say to it. And I believe it's against the Warriors.
Against the Warriors. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Here we go, viewers. 6 minutes and 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. As the referee signaled for the clock to continue to run. Today's ref is James Long, is the referee for today's game. Being assisted by the umpire, Dennis Binion. Nurse for today's game is Miss Adams, who's been doing the Silver Bowl, I think, ever since it's been in existence. Monte Johnson drops back, tries to bootleg left, spins from Coleman, fumbles the ball. Ball's wide open, Skyline's all over it. As he picks up on number 42, and he's going to try to, he will go all the way. A very big play by Brandon Bond. Whoa, major turnaround. I don't see no flags down. Touchdown. Big play.
Tremendous play.
Big play, big turnaround.
You can never ask for a big play to happen. McClymonds driving the ball down the tight defense throat. DeMonte Johnson is sacked and fumbles. Skyline comes up with the big play.
The ball has the momentum and everything. The ball was rolling towards Skyline's way. They picked it up and they scored. We have a game, viewers.
And Brandon Bonds is assisted by basically the whole team down the field after they decided to lay some key blocks.
Man, I wish we had instant replay, but we don't. With 6 minutes and 16 seconds left. That was a big play.
Yes.
Commentators is about to score. They're about to score. They're knocking on the door. They're on the 1 yard line. You know they're going to score. But you know what? They never gain the ball to Alaria.
Yeah, in that situation you may, you know, if we armchair quarterback second guess, but McClymonds basically had control of that situation, but hey, that's why you play the game.
But you got to get the ball to your, you know, I know you don't want to run the score and whatnot, have you, but you see what happened? If they would have get the ball to Alario, they would have scored. But
well,
hey.
I believe that. I definitely believe that. He's been a workhorse all day, and there's no doubt that he probably could have, but you know, Skyline's defense has made the big play, and here we are.
I just want to say, Coach Cook, excellent job. Gives the ball to Yonus Davis. Tries to get to the outside. He scores. Yonus Davis. He eluded the tackle by Darius Gooding. Scores, as the score is now 28-32, Bip, with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
29, 32-29.
32-29. Anybody's game. All they need is a field goal.
Hey,
A field goal would tie it up.
we said it would come down to the fourth quarter, a battle of attrition and who wants it the most.
Yeah. And
Right now is the
up.
beginning of the game.
Yes. Now, if you're McClymonds, what do you do?
Well, if you're McClymonds, you continue to do the same thing you did early in the game. You run vital, you use DeMonte to scramble and make the pass. But right now, what you don't do is get rattled.
Exactly. And back to receive the kickoff is Rashard Winslow. It don't get no better than this. Just before you know it, you think you got a blowout. I'm thinking the game's going to be blown out of proportion. Skyline turns it around with one big play.
Well, I tell you, we're standing behind Skyline sideline, and it was just like a ghost town.
Yeah.
But after a few big plays now, there's a lot of life on the sidelines, and the guys are making noise again, and we have a ball game.
You see the scoreboard right there with the time remaining? Mario Bobino being assisted by Bip Roberts. This is the 21st Silver Bowl being played at Laney College, and it is definitely a sold-out, packed house. You see people on the fence surrounding Laney College. There got to be well over 3,000 people today at the game. Anybody's game right now, anybody's game. As now the kickoff is George Berrigan. Will they try the onside kick again? And there will be held up by the refs. I tell you, Skyline ain't going out like that, they say.
Oh, hey, these are the two best teams in OAL. They battled the first time, and it's no different from the first time.
Yeah. Good game, but they play him. I'm going to give a shout out to Coach Cook, defensive coordinator for Skyline. He's doing an excellent job.
Oh, he has done an excellent job.
He's keeping his defensive team up in here. And they are fired up. And the penalty will go against the Warriors. As they are pushed back 5 yards. We got a game here with 6 minutes left. Berrigan to kick off. Will they go for the onside kick again? Will they kick the ball deep?
They're kicking the ball deep. They have over 6 minutes left. They've been playing well. They maybe want to pin McClymonds down. No, they're going for the pooch kick.
Pooch kick. Gennaro Vital calls a fair catch. Gennaro Vital, he did the right thing. He called a fair catch. You can call a fair catch on a kickoff. He did the right thing.
Well, that was a smart play by Gennaro. Sure-handed receiver. Was able to fair catch the ball and secure it for the McClymonds Warriors.
We got a game, viewers. Don't go nowhere. Stay right in front of your TV and watch this exciting football game. High school football doesn't get any better than this.
And with games like this, Mario, maybe next year we can do this again.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe throughout the OAL.
Oh, yeah. We need that assistance from KTVU, though. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. They give the ball to their bread and butter, Ilario Vital, as he picks up around 7 good yards. They give it to the workhorse.
And as you see right there,
as the clock continues to dwindle down.
Ilario took that and just dragged the pile down about 7 yards.
Yeah. I'll tell you, everybody's fired up right now. Everybody's fired up. I was going to say, that was a big play by Yonus Davis getting that extra point. I've been waiting for him to break out and do something, and that's the type of athlete that he is. He's going to do something for his team to help him try to win. DeMonte Johnson gets the ball to Ilario again. Ilario Vital, I believe, picks up the first down.
And Skyline had a blitz. Skyline was on a blitz right there.
Had a blitz.
I believe they picked the wrong hole to go through.
Well, all he needed was 4 yards. I think they got it. I think the chains will move. No, he didn't get the first, and he got about 2 yards to go. This is going to be a big defensive play by Skyline right here.
This is by far the biggest defensive play of the game.
The reason why? We got 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter with the McClymonds Warriors winning 32-29 at Laney College. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. 5 minutes left. And McClymonds makes a big mistake as the fullback goes before his quarterback, makes the cadence, and they will be pushed back 5 yards, which will make it 3rd and 7.
And I'm sure he was breaking because he was lead blocking.
Exactly.
But you cannot move until the ball is snapped.
So here we go again now, folks. 3rd down.
It's a big mistake for
7
the
to go.
Warriors.
4 minutes left. The clock is winding down. Skyline's fired up on their sideline. You hear him, viewers? Big play right here, viewers. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. DeMonte Johnson's going to back and throw it back. He is hit from behind immediately by DeMonte Johnson. Coleman. Big play by Coleman.
Great defensive stand by the Skyline Titans.
Coleman did an excellent job, but when McClymonds blew it, they didn't cover his backside. If you're going to do a type of pass like that, you have to keep it back in for that backside blitz. And for them not keeping it back in, Coleman was able to get in and make DeMonte Johnson hurry up his throw, which now brings up a 4th down, and McClymonds now has to punt the ball. And look who's back deep for the Titans. The playmaker himself, Yonus Davis. And the punt is kicked, but the ball will roll out of bounds. They do not want Yonus Davis to touch the ball as the ball rolls out at the 35-yard line. With 4 minutes left in this very exciting Silver Bowl. Each year, it's always a barn burner, you know. And again, this year, 2001, same thing. It's going to come down to the wire. It's anybody's game right now. Right now, McClymonds is up by 3 points, but Skyline has the ball, Bip.
Mario, this drive right here will determine the Silver Bowl champion.
Yes, it will. Now, is McClymonds going to come up big? Have they gained their senses? Can they turn their defense around? Can they make a big play like Skyline's been making their big plays?
Mario, all the answers to your questions will be answered on that field.
Within minutes, within seconds, Bush underneath center. He gives the ball. He's trying to throw a pass. He tries to bootleg right. The ball's thrown away. Oh! Big play by Donato. He comes up a little short.
Almost a horrific mistake.
Now, Bush shouldn't try to throw that pass. Gennaro Vital came up about a yard short of making a big interception.
Wow. What a
big
play. What
made.
a heart-stopping play.
Big play right there. Let's see what happens this time.
If Skyline is to win this Silver Bowl, they're going to have to earn it, Mario. They are on the 35-yard line. 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go.
Bush underneath center. They throw the screen pass to Yonus Davis. He's going to try to throw a trick pass, but McClymonds picked it up well. They were trying to throw a pass to Limbrick. They was trying to throw the swing pass, which they did earlier, but this time Yonus Davis was going to try to release the pass to Limbrick, but he wasn't fooled. For whatever reason, Brandon Smith stayed home and stayed with Limbrick, putting interference in Skyline's offensive play.
Great defensive coverage by the McClymonds Warriors.
They didn't bite.
They didn't bite.
They thought they was going to bite on that screen, but they did not bite. Big play. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. As we show you the score, it don't get no better than this, viewers. You see the score? As the ball's on the 14-yard, 31-yard. 3rd down. Bush underneath center. He's dropping back to throw the ball. He throws the ball over the middle. Limbrick can't quite hold on.
Pass was high. Daniel Limbrick went up as high as he could, unable to come down with it. Incomplete pass. 4th and 14, Mario.
And I don't think they're going to punt the ball, Bip. I think they're going to go for it. Big play right now by Skyline.
This is the championship. This is the play.
If they do punt the ball, which they're not, 4th and 14.
This is it, Mario.
This is the game right here. You hear the McClymonds crowd. Look at the McClymonds crowd all fired up. They juiced. They're trying to applaud their team.
There's a chance to make history.
Make history today. Bush underneath center. And the Warriors are caught inside the neutral zone, which they will be called for the penalty, which gives the Skyline Titans 5 more yards.
Wow, in this situation, Mario, you just cannot make mistakes.
No. Now, they give him 5 yards, which brings up 4th and about 9. 4th and 9 with 3 minutes left. As the ball was moved out to the 36-yard line. Big play right here, right now.
Championship play.
Bush underneath center. He's dropping back to throw. He throws the ball over the middle. Incomplete, no flags. The ball's turned over as the Warriors take over. Now, what will they do? Will the Warriors just take the ball and sit on it, or will they try to score?
From the reaction of the crowd, they feel they have this game under wraps. The way they played, you're almost confident they do.
Yeah.
But the game is far from being over.
3 minutes and 21 seconds left. McClymonds Warriors are holding on to a 3-point lead. 4th quarter, Skyline had a chance, but I still think with 3 minutes left, they can still get the ball back. But they must, right here, right now, stop the Warriors. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. They give the ball to their big play guy, Ilario Vital. He picks up about 2 yards. Brought down immediately, and the Titans call timeout immediately. 3:13 left. Clock stops. Now it's time to use them timeouts. This is the time right here where you use up all your timeouts. You try to get the ball back and try to make something happen as Coach Bean talks to his team. He says it's now or never. Great game. It doesn't get no better than this. Let me take time out real quick just to let you know. The doctor for today's game is Miss Adams. The referee is James Long. The umpire is Dennis Brown. My crew for today, my high school students, Tex, Christina Booth, Betty Newham, who's holding a 4.0 up at Oakland High doing her thing, and David Pula out of Fremont High. Christina Booth goes to Skyline High. You got Robert Lamone doing the camera, excellent one-man job. Then you got Mario Bobino and Bip Roberts running their mouths. Trying to entertain you guys while you watch the game. So you guys don't got to play music or nothing. You got to listen to me and Bip. Here we are, first down. Ball's on the 36-yard line. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. Drops back, gives the ball to Ilario Vital. Gets around to the outside, not quite. He tries to get to the outside, but is caught up short as he's brought down. And Skyline calls another timeout. Now I believe Skyline has one more timeout left with 3 minutes left. 3rd down, 9 yards to go.
Second timeout for Skyline.
As Bean talks to his team once again about the strategy of what he wants them to do. 3 minutes left. As we have a crowded house here at Laney College.
Oh, yeah, you know it's good football if you can sell out Laney for a high school game and then have overflow that goes all the way around the complex.
Exactly. You see people over there on the fence wanting to see this thriller in Oakland.
This game has, people have talked about this game all the way last year at this time.
Yeah.
Talking about what could happen if Skyline and Mac met.
And, people's going to be calling Channel 13 a lot, wanting to see this game over and over again. Because we got it, viewers. Sports Focus may have the highlights, but we got the whole game. Third down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. DeMonte Johnson gives the ball to Ilario Vital. Gets around to the outside. Tries to, does not get there. Gets him around 3 yards. 2 minutes. And the Skyline will get a chance, Bip. They'll get the ball back one more time as 4th down now comes up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if punt the ball or run one more play and run time off the clock.
And Skyline now use your last timeout. So now, there's no more timeouts left. McClymonds, what are they going to do? They're going to go for it? If I was McClymonds, I wouldn't punt the ball. I'd go for it, Bip.
I'll tell you, these last 2 minutes and 58 seconds, it's going to be a situation where I think everyone's heart muscle out there is going to be tested.
So you know what? Now it's going to come down to the coaching. Bean, veteran. Lonzo Carter, young, coming up. Played football, knows football. Let's see what these coaches got up their sleeves for the other coach.
Well, as we said earlier, players will keep you close, the coaches will help you win it.
2:58 left, viewers. McClymonds decides to go for it with 4th and 8. 4th and 8 yards to get the first down. They're on the 34-yard line. DeMonte Johnson, he's going to drop back to throw the pass. Has enough time. Goes downfield for his big play receiver, Donald Gray. He makes the catch. Touchdown. David Gray, all game long. You said he has to make a big play. 4th and 8. 34 yards to go. They get the ball to the big-time play receiver. He makes the catch.
He comes through. A la Randy Moss of the Minnesota Vikings. David Gray, quiet all game. With
no catches.
No catches. 2 minutes and 50 seconds when his team needs him the most. Big man steps up and delivers.
4th down. 4th down. David Gray injured his shoulder last week. He wasn't supposed to play today. His mother didn't want him to play. The doctor didn't want him to play, but his heart made him play, and he comes up big for the Warriors.
And I believe he's shaking up right now, but he
may have just solidified the Silver Bowl, Bip.
Yeah, sacrifice, and that's what it takes to be a champion, the sacrifice he's made.
With 2 minutes left, I think the lights may be shut on Skyline right there, because that was a big play, Bip. They were supposed to hold them there, get the ball back, and score.
It was
big play.
Set up for Skyline, but McClymonds executed the situation better.
Exactly. As you can see, the McClymonds Warrior fans are ecstatic. They are going to be partying in West Oakland this evening. If you want to go to a party, go to West Oakland tonight.
And I tell you, that is good for that part of town to have a team like McClymonds win a championship that they can all feel proud of down there at McClymonds. They've worked so hard. Coach Carter with his staff and all of the players from last year till now, the dedication they've shown is indicative of the reason they're going to be champions.
Exactly. Here we go for the PAT, point after touchdown. As the Warriors push the lead back out to 10 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. I tell you, viewers, this was an exciting game to call. Very exciting. Emotions was running on both sides of the field. Both teams came in cocky, hungry. You never knew who was really going to win. The Warriors were supposed to win, but the Titans wasn't going to give up their Silver Bowl so simple.
As they say, the championship runs through Skyline, and McClymonds wouldn't have it any other way.
Warriors got to run through Skyline. Through McClymonds next year. They could pull it off with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
And that's right. Anytime you become champion, you want to knock off the defending champion.
Exactly.
And McClymonds, as they make history, they can say they did it in a grand fashion.
But you know what? Skyline's going to go back to the drawing boards, and they're going to want to see them next year because Skyline is a young team. Yonus Davis, Summers, they got a lot of players coming back. Sanders, they got some good athletes coming back.
Yeah, Daniel Limbrick is coming back.
They're going for 2. They give the ball to the new guy. He gets in. And he gets in. Kenyatta still gets in the big junior. Gets the extra point, which pushes the lead 12 points now for the Warriors. But that was a 2-point conversion. Scores 29-40. They have an 11-point lead.
And you can see the demoralized and defeated
supposed to be 2 points.
Posture of a lot of the Titans
right now, but at least got the 2-point conversion. It's supposed to be 2.
2 minutes and 50 seconds from now, McClymonds could be crowned Silver Bowl champion.
So what do you do right now, Bip? You come out throwing or what?
Come out, you get to the end zone any way you can.
I know the Silver Bowl's been in existence for 21 years. And I know they won it every year except for 4. Oakland High's won it 3, and McClymonds won it once. So I believe Skyline's won it 17 straight years. They have had their hands on that Silver Bowl for 17 years. 17 years they have had their reign.
And it's taken a great McClymonds team to unseat that ball from the Skyline Oakland Hills.
Definitely. you know, not only to Alonzo Carter, the coach of the McClymonds Warriors, but all of his staff. A good friend of mine, Jerry G. Hodges, coaches for the Warriors. He coaches the defensive backs, and he's done an excellent job with the defensive backs over there. Jerry G. Hodges.
Yeah, I talked to Jerry before the game, and he said, Bip, I know you alumni of Skyline, but we got to do it to him today. But I told him, hey, best team is going to win, and good luck today.
Jerry G. Hodges. McClymonds' coaching staff did an excellent job, but Skyline's coaching staff also did an excellent job in preparing their team for today's Silver Bowl.
Well, Coach Beam has brought a team to the Silver Bowl that he probably didn't expect to get here.
Well, and, rebuilding year for Coach Beam.
With the opportunity to win. They had the opportunities today. They just, in situations, they couldn't come up with the big play or they couldn't make the big stop.
Yeah, 'cause they came out strong, man. They came out swinging. Came out 14-0. And we got a little bit of a hold up now in the game. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. And I'm thinking now, the Warriors are going to have to come out throwing the ball. They're going to have, not the Warriors, the Titans. They're going to have to. So it's going to be time for all the receivers to step up big. Elders, Eric Davis, Sanders.
I'm sure McClymonds is going to try to force Skyline to the middle of the field and keep him from stepping out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Right, definitely. We want to keep him in bounds, run that clock down. And Skyline has no timeout. No timeout, so once we get this kickoff going, the clock will run a lot faster. As we have some type of a hold up in the game. A few people are starting to lead the game. A few people think the game is over with, but it's not. The game's not over with until 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Tick off that scoreboard.
Right now, you wonder what the holdup is.
You have such a good game. It's called so professionally. And you get down to the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and you have like a 5-minute wait for whatever reason.
Well, we know it's not for a replay.
Yeah, because we don't have replay here. Yonus Davis back to receive. Guys don't need to make a big play to get Skyline back in it. What I mean by big play, he's going to have to run it back. Oh, that was a long break. Come on, refs, don't do us like that no more, man. Vinny kicks the ball, a little scrap kick. His ball's picking up by Sanders. Doesn't know really what he wants to do, and he loses his feet underneath him. 2 minutes left.
In come a flag.
Now we're going to get sloppy with it, huh? Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Titans on that play right there.
And that's the culmination of a frustrating game for the Skyline Titans, is to have a big penalty like that when you're down and struggling to come back.
Yep, so close, so close.
And that's a big 15-yarder.
Big 15 that's going to push him back. Push him back to the 20-yard line. Ball's on the 19-yard line. 29-40. Bush underneath center, and he's sacked immediately by Gooden. And McClymonds gets the ball back. Bip on the play. Darius Gordon comes from the backside and cracks Bush. Bush fumbles. McClymonds gets the ball.
And that is, as we say, that's the game right there, fellas.
I think this game may be over with.
Another big mistake by Skyline has enabled McClymonds to take over the ball, and with that ball, maybe run the clock out and win their first Silver Bowl, Super Bowl in history.
As McClymonds gets the ball from the turnover, the score is 40-29. DeMonte Johnson underneath center. McClymonds, they just need to sit on the ball. They need to do nothing foolish and get a fumble. DeMonte Johnson back to throw a pass. Throws the ball to Antoine Smith. Incomplete pass. Still make no sense for me to throw the pass. Why don't you just run the clock out? Why you gonna take a chance of getting intercepted or something, you know? Turning the game around.
Well, right now, McClymonds has the clock working to its advantage, and in that situation, you want to use as much clock as possible. Run this ball, run a timeout so that you can walk off this field with a championship.
Exactly. Just run the timeout. You got the game. I mean, you see what happened last time when they tried to do the little bootleg how the ball got out the quarterback's hand, and then big 42, Brandon Bonds picked up the ball and scored. Ilario Vital takes over at quarterback. Drops back to throw a pass. Quarterback keep. Nowhere. But the clock will not stop. And well, it will stop for the 2-minute warning. Ilario Vital takes over at quarterback as DeMonte Johnson comes back in. No, I'm sorry. Mohamed Natito comes in. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Third down, 10 yards to go. We got another flag. Delay a game, McClymonds. No, 2-minute warning. Just ran it down to the 2-minute warning. Third down, 15 yards to go. Got a new quarterback that's in there now, Mohamed Natito. Gives the ball to number 28, takes the ball off the gut. Not much as the clock continues to wind down. As the ball was given to Kenyatta Steele, the junior. I guess they're prepping him for next year.
And McClymonds have a lot of juniors on the team. They're going to be okay next year.
A lot of juniors. As the clock continues to wind down, Bip, 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Good game today, good game. I'd like to thank Bip Roberts for coming down and helping me out today. Fox baseball analyst. I'd like to thank my crew, Christina Boop out of Skyline. Don't be mad, don't be mad. Betty Neon, carrying a 4.0 out of OAL. She did her thing for us. Then David Pula for Fremont, shooting for Fremont. He said, that's what he tells me. We're going to go see if he shoots for Fremont. Pula, David Pula. And they're going to try to throw the ball again. He avoids one body, puts the ball in the end zone. Touchdown, Antoine Smith. That was a big catch. You see that catch, Bip?
Incredible catch. Once again, showing his outstanding athletic ability.
Makes the catch over Angelo Richardson. That was a big play. 56 left, 56 seconds remaining. I'm thinking he's going to just try to throw the ball out, but man, he makes a big play. As McClymonds puts an exclamation point on the score.
And when you make history, Mario, sometimes you make it in a big way. And that's what's happened today.
46-29. Whoa. That them took the sell out of Skyline right there, Bill.
Oh, that's it. Not much they can do with 50 seconds. Six
this
seconds
game
left.
is over with. 56 seconds left. As now the Skyline fans seem to be vacating Laney College. We have a new champion. We have a new king on the hill. And the kick was blocked. That was a good block by 25, Jerron Poole. Big play by Jerome Poole at the end of the game to block the PAT. 56 seconds left. Okay, viewers, we're back. There's a score. Got so many seconds left. I'm Mario Bobino. I'm being assisted today by Bip Roberts. baseball analyst for Fox Sports. This is Bip's first time helping us out. I think this game may be over with. It's unfortunate. Skyline, hey, they'll be back next year. Can't win them all. They'll be celebrating in West Oakland tonight, that's for sure. Scrap kick, picked up by number 42. Lose the tackle. Big play, big play, big play. Big play by Brandon Bonds. The guy who picked up that fumble and took it back for the touchdown.
Brandon's had a real good ball game.
52 seconds left.
Tough ball game today.
It was a good, tough football game. "56 seconds remaining in today's broadcast of the Silver Bowl, the 21st. You think Skyline's going to do, Bip? You going to just sit on the ball or try to score?
Well, with 52 seconds left, you have to do what you have to do. There's really not much you can do but try to go downfield.
Bush goes underneath center. The score is 46-29. Penalties, flags. Once again. I believe this the penalty goes against Skyline.
In 51 seconds, we will crown a new OAL and Silver Bowl champion.
The longest 51 seconds. It's been the longest 2 minutes and 50 seconds I've seen in a long time, man.
I'm sure Mac feels the same way.
It just took, what, 30 minutes for them to get 5 minutes run off the clock. Do what you got to do. Let's go. Bush underneath center. Josh back to throw a pass. Pass is almost picked off as it's deflected, and we have another penalty flag. It's getting sloppy now. You know, I think both coaches need to pull their teams to the side and say, look, can we just finish the game with some dignity here? I mean, nobody like to sit up here and watch TV and have to continually stop the clock with these flags. It makes no sense.
Well, we got 46 seconds left, and the Eagles, well...
Well, it's a penalty against McClymonds, but I mean,
McClymonds 46.
If anything, they're the last people that you would think that's going to be getting a penalty.
Well, 46-29 with 46 seconds.
Every time you throw the ball and it's incompletion, the clock stops. Once again, we back to throw a pass. They're going to go deep for Brandon Sanders, and the ball's picked off by Henderson, the starting fullback for the Warriors, and now they're going to say he went out, even though he didn't. Darnell Henderson on the interception there. Excellent play by the starting fullback for the Warriors. And I tell you
that's it. That's the ball game right there.
We got 36 seconds left, so McClymonds have to come. Hopefully they'll take a knee. They're going to try to throw no pass or nothing. It don't make no sense. Let's just get the game over with. Go out to the middle of the field, shake hands, go to West Oakland, and do your thing. Have a nice time. As I was saying, Darnell Henderson, though, is a very talented starting fullback. He also plays basketball, him and his brothers, for the Warriors. So you can see him this year, as well as Keith Vincent, as well, on the McClymonds Warriors basketball team. For Lario Vidal, kudos to you, bro. You stuck your head in there. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man, you did your thing, man. You finally got your Silver Bowl. As McClymonds does the right thing, and we'll just take a knee. McClymonds did the right thing. As the time winds on down. As time winds on down. 13 seconds left as the clock's going to go on and wind down. Okay, there we go right there. I'm here with Bip Roberts. Bip, what was your assessment of the game?
Hey,
y'all knuckleheads want to be on TV? Come on.
New champions crown. Hey, it's a change in tide, and McClymonds deserves it. A good ball game from the beginning to the end. The new Silver Bowl champion, McClymonds Warriors. Congratulations.
And then we're going to go show a quick shout out to the McClymonds Warriors as they celebrate. We had these kids up here the whole game bugging us and whatnot. They want to get a little quick TV shot. So I'm finna do my outro so we can go and just end on McClymonds Warriors that they're making their little celebrations and whatnot have you. I tell you what, viewers, I'm Mario Bobino, being joined by Bip Roberts. I'd like to thank you viewers for watching this wonderful 21st Silver Bowl. I'll tell you this, people, we'll see you guys next year. McClymonds Warriors, congratulations. So long, everybody. I'm Mario Bobino for KDOL TV 13 Sports.
I want to thank you, the outstanding fans, for your cooperation today. It's been one of the better football games in the area between the McClymonds Warriors and the Skyline High. Just like y'all said, it's your turn now. The Warriors did a great thing this year. They swept the OAL regular season, and they were undefeated throughout the playoffs. Except the one slight blemish back in early September. What can you say? Let's give a big round for the Warriors. Come on, Warriors fans, give them a big round. Great job here. Okay, Coach Carter, with his 50% of the field. You can see this game in a couple of hours. You get home and warm up that turkey. You can see it at 6 p.m. on Channel 13, KDOL on cable. Once again, everyone, all the fans, please do not go into the field.